Meh. Good morning, Krusty Krab. Bridge is being fuck. Wait, Discord's open. Let me close that. How y'all doing? I forget what the I was looking at the Shrek photos. I didn't really sleep good last night. I don't know why. I just couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. Maybe it was because I was bleeding out of my pussy. That's not good. Oh, you see? What's going on here? Alright. I'm a little late to the stream too. You know what? I had a feeling my girl was gonna upload today. 5 pro hockey players accused of gang SA. Oh my god, do I really want to watch this? Alright, I guess so. God damn it, dude. First, we need to watch the longest North Space fucking ad. Oh, it's Columbia. See, I don't even know what the ad is.
It starts off as an email chain of hockey players in the United States and in Canada, and they are just emailing each other back and forth, sharing their wildest wins. I don't even think many of these hockey players have even met each other or played a game against each other. Everyone's just adding their teammates into this massive thread. This email chain at this point feels more like an urban legend, but apparently it's very real. And apparently it gets so big that a few of the players decide, I'm just gonna make a website for it. And here is like a new general rule of thumb. When you open up a website and the first thing you read on there is just ominously, take this wisdom wisely, boys. And then a disclaimer. Hey, if you can't take a fucking joke, then go find yourself on the Disney Channel. Warning, disclaimer, the content is not safe for work,
this girl is
school,
slay.
your
I need to learn how to fucking rollerblade. I
This is the
have
Junior
blades, but
Hockey Bible.
I
It reads
don't
like a dictionary. It just
know how
has
to
words
use them.
and then the definitions for them. And mostly they're hockey related. So I thought this is like a hockey terminology book.
Oh, her hair looks so
Duster.
slay
This term
today.
refers
My
to
hair
those
looks
unfortunate souls who usually
disgusting.
only step on the ice with 14 seconds to go in the game. That's it. Why the term duster? Because this fucking plug has been sitting on the bench the entire game collecting dust. Always the worst player on the team. Band-Aid, a player who is always hurt. Every game he gets a new injury and he is pretty much the joke of the team. A mess. Usually quits hockey and goes home to work with his dad cleaning out shitters. Bobby Big Wheel. This is the guy on the team who thinks he's God's gift to women, but really he's a fucking joke. He's not really going anywhere in life
what's up, dude?
or in hockey. Then they have terms of how people play hockey. Taking one for the team. Being a team player can refer to when your friend has sealed a deal with a girl at a bar after a game.
Or bass like a fish.
But unfortunately, your teammate has forgotten her name due to the 13 beers that he has consumed. You then step up and ask the
working
girl
on
what is her name
some
so loudly that it will
photos
sink into your
from
friend's head.
a high school
you then
play.
repeat her name as many times as possible so that he won't forget it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Example, Rachel.
Bass, not
That is
bass,
a
or
lovely
bass, not
name,
bass.
Rachel. I once knew a girl named Rachel. Trooper,
These are from
one
the
of the most important
Wiz
elements to a hockey team. A
high school
trooper is
play
that one guy
that
you
I
can
took
always
pictures
count on
of.
this guy. You call him any time of day, he's gonna go out drinking with you. It doesn't matter if he's got 4 final exams the next day. The trooper is usually one of the most popular
Come on,
guys on the
Photoshop.
team,
Let's
but
go.
also
Load
the
it up.
nicest. But then it starts getting very strange. The Junior Hockey Bible, because it starts listing off things that have nothing to do with hockey. The swamp donkey. Have you ever heard of a swamp donkey?
I suppose.
This
I
species
don't get
lurks in the
paid.
depths of the bar scene across the nations.
That's what I tell
Telltale
people.
signs of a swamp donkey are many and varied, including the wearing of granny underwear, tight shirts exposing their fat, disgusting sloth
That's what I tell
bodies, and a
people just
face
to
that
tell
looks
people
like a rotten
something.
bee's nest.
What do you do
Swampers
for
must be
work?
avoided before the consumption of at
Huh?
least 13 beers, and after
What?
that, proceed with caution and
Work? What do you
only
mean by
poke her
work?
if you can degrade her in some way in front of the boys, preferably on a video. Sea
Wait,
donkey. A sea donkey
what
is a
is she
close
talking about right
relative of
now?
the swamp donkey, but has several
Swamp
subtle
donkey.
differences. Sea donkeys can be found at keg parties where they are highly intoxicated and not very attractive. These beasts are of the sea, are masters at boozing, and once intoxicated, they are looking to get some hockey dick. They enjoy being told that they are fat while you are doing their fat asses, so don't be afraid to say it. Only
What the
approach after
fuck?
25 beers and after all other options have failed, including the R-worded girl with no legs named Bobby No Legs.
Wait, these are on the website?
That
Huh?
has now since been taken down.
Oh
But
my
this is the
god.
Junior Hockey Bible, and it's very interesting because at first people
What the
thought it was
fuck?
an urban
Hockey
legend.
bros are
But people were
weird as
saying, you
shit.
go
What
to
the
a junior
hell?
hockey game,
That's why I don't
you're
trust
gonna
no
hear
man
these
who
terms
does
from the
sports.
hockey
Because what the
players.
fuck is
So you're
that?
saying this is like a somewhat big
Uh-uh.
website for the
Yes.
community?
Yes.
Mm,
And people know these
Jesus.
terms.
I see.
They use these terms, especially in this case. Then you have a war pig, one of the most endangered species on Earth. This species lives in the trenches of the bar scene, and they aren't afraid to
I
get
never
their
went.
noses
This is why I
dirty.
never went
They
to a
will stop
bar
at
in college.
nothing to get what they
I
want.
never went
They
to a
are
bar.
ruthless, disgusting, filthy pigs
You
who
would have
will
never
beat
caught
up
me
your
in a bar.
girlfriend to bang you. No man
Do you
is
edit
proud
photos
after
on stream
banging
a
a
lot?
war pig. But one great thing is these animals
It's kind
love
of
it
a
in their
new thing
butt.
I've been
They will
doing
take
this
it like a
month.
champ. Enjoy these pigs, but keep them to yourself. If you find a war pig, please report to
But
the
I
school
usually
cell
stream
so authorities may
games.
shoot this
But I
beast and
stream
put them in a
games at
cage
night.
forever. Next definition, slop tart. These are the lowest form of sloths. They thrive in a
What the
world of
fuck?
disgusting low-level junior rinks. They often possess
The fuck
nasty
is a
teeth and
slop
Coke
tart?
bottle glasses. These creatures are by far the scariest animals in any league. There is no reason to ever
I don't know if I
communicate with
like
these
this picture though.
disgusting
It's kind of
animals.
cool.
Which is different from a sloth. A sloth is a cave dweller. They wear a lot of makeup to give the sloth-like appearance. They can grow to be as big as 700 pounds.
Okay,
But interestingly enough,
slay.
these gentle creatures
You're a
never get taller
photography
than 4
streamer?
feet high. This unbalanced body is what shapes
So
them
do you
into
like
the slothy
IRL
sloth that they
stream?
are. They
Where
are
you
not
take pictures?
capable of banging, but can give decent gummers. Sloths are like scooters. They are fun to ride until the boys see you on one. The website is really bad. They also have
Jesus
different tips on
Christ.
how to avoid different types of sluts at the bars that are swamp dwellers, sea dwellers, whatever derogatory term that you want to put on women. They say that one thing that you have to do is put a picture of a very hot girl in your wallet so that once you've had many beers and you're talking
Photo
to this girl
editing?
and you think that she's hot and you think that she's not a sea dweller, you pull out your wallet and you reference the hot girl pic and you compare. And if they're
Yeah, it is
comparable,
annoying to
then
do
you can go home with
IRL.
the sea dweller. It's getting weird to the
You
point
need like
where
one of those
people are
big
saying,
ass
are we
fucking
sure that this
backpacks
is like a
that
junior
cost
hockey
like
Bible, or are we talking about
thousands of
a
dollars.
guidebook to
I'm so
degrading
yellow in this
women,
picture.
or potentially even essay? These are the terms in question that I think ultimately gets the website taken down. Cinema. This is the honorable act of letting your friends watch you bang a dirty. Cinemas are only filmed by hockey boys, as everyone else in the world finds this disgusting. Some girls don't mind being watched, but others will flip out if you accidentally roll out of the closet laughing because your buddy is saying funny shit as he's banging the bitch. If busted, the actor, the guy who's banging, denies any knowledge of the cinema. So basically, the cinema is like when you are having intimate relations with a girl without their consent, you get your hockey buddies to watch from the closet. And then if one of them accidentally laughs because you're doing something funny while you're having intimate relations, then the person who is engaged in the intimate relations, they have to suddenly act very upset. Like, what are you doing, bro? Just to make her feel better, when really he is laughing on the inside. A great family event for all. Then you have the mystery hand.
What the fuck?
The mystery hand is one of the best kept secrets in the league. This can only be performed while watching your buddies perform a tag team. When you hear a threesome, you quickly and quietly sneak into the room and drop to the ground like a heap of shit. Now, as the girl is getting worked, raise your right hand from under the bed, give it a little stretch to make sure your right hand is working and make sure it's in working order. Now, move
This
the
is the
hand
type of shit I
closer
listen to when
and
I do my
gently grab
stream.
any boobies you can find.
Huh?
Careful not to grab a sausage, or this could lead to being dummied. Dummied is like being made fun of. Once you get your rocks off, quickly go back into stealth mode and remove your camo and sneak back out the door. No one knew you were there, and it doesn't make you a bad guy.
Right.
People are arguing. This sounds like a guidebook to essay. It's like an instruction manual, a step-by-step. But others are saying, is it really? Like, this could just be a really bad joke between athletes.
I don't like this right here. This is
Absolutely
gross.
not. Do you want to hang out with people who use these terms? Absolutely
Ew.
not. But is it really a guidebook? This entire junior hockey Bible comes up in this case multiple times because these are the terms that are being used. And then these are the actions that 5 junior hockey pro athletes, ice hockey players, are accused of doing. There are certain parts of this junior hockey Bible that they are accused of committing. And now in 2025, there was recently a trial where 5 pro
Why do they all look the
ice hockey
same?
athletes are accused of committing some of the crimes that are directly listed in this.
This is
junior
definitely
hockey
some
Bible.
white
They
activities
use the
happening
same
here.
terms that are listed. They're texting using some of the language from the junior hockey Bible. And now everybody is wondering,
That looks
was
kind of...
this not just an online joke? Is this real, and are people taking notes from this? This is the case
More
of the
poor
Hockey
bully.
Canada scandal, where 5 pro-level athletes have been accused of essaying and gang R-wording a 20-year-old girl after a Hockey Canada gala.
Oh, here we go with the commercials. We are beautiful. Here we go, another rotten mango video. How long is this one? This is a short one, actually. Jesus Christ.
We would like to thank today's sponsors who have made it possible for Rotten Mango to support the Ontario Coalition of Rape Crisis Centres. It's a network of SA centres in Ontario that offer information and support services to survivors of violence, including harassment, human trafficking, childhood sexual abuse, and incest. This episode's partnerships have also made it possible to support our growing team, and we'd also like to thank you guys for your continued support. As always, full show notes are available at rottenmangopodcast.com. Today's case involves mentions of potential drugging and gang SA. Please click off and prioritize yourself if these are too much. One big disclaimer before we get started, I want to be very clear that ultimately, in the eyes of Canadian law, these men were acquitted of their charges. Separately and totally unrelated, I want to note that there are cases like O.J. Simpson and Sean Diddy Combs where they too have been acquitted of some, if not of all, of their charges. And my point being with that is healthy suspicion is not illegal. Having a personal opinion on someone's morality or how you think a case should have played out.
How did they get acquitted of this?
Is not illegal, nor is it defamatory.
Good
but
Lord.
Just to be very clear, we are going to use the word alleged. We are going to use words that are legally more in line with the court's judgment.
Can't get sued.
But that does not reflect how we personally feel. It's
Yeah,
just a way
yeah, we know,
making sure
girl.
that this episode is okay.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, let's get started. It's really hard being a juror. That's what everyone says. And in Canada, I think you only get paid like $40 a day to be on a jury. I believe it's the same in a lot of states in the United States.
Shit, that's better than me.
It's just very stressful.
I'll be a juror
especially
every
if
day.
You are a juror on one of the most high-profile
The
cases
fuck?
in Ontario history in recent years, which is the Hockey Canada pro athlete essay scandal. The gang R-wording of a 20-year-old woman, an anonymous victim, who has come forward and said that these 5 multi-millionaire ice hockey players known in the ice hockey world essayed her back in 2018. It's going to be very difficult to be a juror on that panel. And that is the very first day one of the jurors walks in and they state to the judge, something very strange has happened. To give you a lay of the land, this is not like any other trial. I mean, I will say that with some other attorneys, they have many different defense attorneys, but you're talking about 5 accused, 5 men that have been accused, and each of them have 1 or 2 separate attorneys. So you've got like a whole row of 10 defense attorneys, and they're all going to cross-examine the witnesses. They're all going to cross-examine the victim. It's going to be very intense. And one of the jurors comes forward and says, day one, all they did was go through the Crown's opening statement. So in Canada, they call it the Crown. It's basically the prosecutors, like the feds or, the state. So the Crown, they go through their opening statements. And the juror said, I went to lunch at a nearby restaurant. I was in line trying to get my lunch, and I recognized one of the defense attorneys because, again, in Canada, you have a very specific attire that you wear as a court attorney. And they turn around, I make eye contact, and it was very uncomfortable because jurors, like here, are told you cannot interact with
Blah,
attorneys. You
blah,
cannot
blah, blah,
interact
blah.
with any of the members
That's a
of the
good
press.
name for
You
this
see
picture.
them,
That's
act like they
exactly
don't
how I
exist.
feel about it.
We were told, don't even say good morning. Don't even acknowledge a good morning. Don't say good morning. Don't even say sorry if you accidentally bump
picture's
into
kinda
them in
weird,
the elevator.
too.
Like, do not interact with them.
Let me try this one.
Period. No words, because you don't want anyone to think you're saying something.
Bro, I need a
So don't
tissue.
even
My
say
nose is
anything.
dripping.
Don't look at them. Nothing. And so she's saying it was weird because she looked at me. The defense attorney straight up looks me in the eye, and she mentions along the lines of, that was a lot of head nodding we saw and a lot of head shaking. Because
That's
during
crazy.
the Crown's opening statements, I guess they were saying, oh, that's disgusting. I can't believe this happened. Or they're nodding like, yeah, you're right. That's bad. I guess that's what the defense attorney perhaps maybe thought. The juror goes to the judge and is like, I don't know what to do with this information. I'm just saying I think it's highly inappropriate. The defense attorney states that is absolutely not what happened at all. I was in line for lunch and I was talking about a completely unrelated case with one of my colleagues. I turn around and I recognize one of the jurors because, we had just been in court all day. And I said, oop, this is awkward. And then I turned around and that was the extent of our conversation. In absolutely no world would I jeopardize my license to practice just so that I could make a comment such as,
This is why you
"There was
need
a
those
lot of
meta
head nodding."
glasses wherever you
basically
go.
denied
Because
that this
bitches
happened.
fucking
And the jurors on day
lie.
are dismissed. All of them
What?
dismissed after
Huh?
jury selection. Yes, they go through jury selection all over
Wow.
again.
Oh my
Thankfully,
god.
it was just day one, so it was just the Crown's opening statements. But it
Bro.
gets so suspicious.
The
second
fuck?
panel of jurors come in, and all of these jurors are predominantly women because when you have a high-profile SA case, that's what's going to happen. You're going to need a lot of women on that panel. You're going to need a lot of women in that jury box for people to feel like maybe this is not rigged. Maybe we can believe in the justice system. And so they've got majority women on the second jury. I believe this first jury were 11 women and 3 men.
Wow.
Yeah, the second one was a little bit more balanced, but still majority women. But one of them comes up, and this is after the victim. Her initials are EM. There's a publication ban. She is an anonymous victim, but I feel like EM is a lot. Maybe I'll call her like Emmy. I don't even know her name, but just M, right? So M, she is on the stand, and she is testifying through a Zoom call. And it's very interesting the way that they do it. So when she sees the camera, everyone is blurred. So she can only see the attorney asking her questions. She cannot see the accused. So that was very nice. But she testifies for 2 days. And this is the prosecutor. They're guiding her through her testimony. And then her cross-examination lasts 7 days. Typically, that is unheard of. You want to keep the cross-examination
7 days.
similar to the actual testimony. Otherwise, it's like, what are we doing? And this 7-day cross-examination is like the most victim-blaming cross-examination that people have said have taken place in the year of 2025.
Jesus
it was
Christ.
absolutely ridiculous, to the point where a lot of members of the press in that courtroom have stated it seemed like the jurors were not enjoying it. It seemed like they thought it was overkill. You might have made some points, but now you're just beating a dead horse. Now you're just traumatizing people. Like, this is not humane. At the end of the victim's 9-day testimony, one of the jurors sends in a note to the judge, and it reads,
I wish the
"Every day when
face
you
was
enter the
more
courtroom,
obvious. The only
Alex
thing you can see is the
Gorman, one of the
glasses.
accused, 2 attorneys.
That's kind of cool
They
though,
observe
still.
us, and these are the same attorneys that were accused of being in the lunch line and saying that was a lot of head nodding. Same attorneys. Every day, they observe us, whisper to each other, and turn to each other and laugh
Oops.
as if they're discussing our appearance. We
Huh?
think that this is highly unprofessional and unacceptable. After 4 weeks, the
Does that have to do
second
with
jury
anything?
is dismissed.
How-
And this is when all the defense attorneys say, well, we don't want to put the victim through another brutal cross-examination.
Jesus.
Because, the Crown had to do
Why
the
were
opening
they
statements
dismissed?
twice.
Because they were
Once
making
for the first
comments
jury,
about their
once
appearance
for
and
the
they
second
said
jury.
something about it?
But the victim, she testified for 9 days. But if we get a whole new jury in here, she's going to have to go through all of that all over again. Because they
What
can't just
is
watch
this
pre-recordings.
court
They can't
case?
just
Oh
watch or
my
read the
god, this is so
transcripts. She has to
unprofessional.
testify. So why don't we just have the judge decide the verdict?
During the
Huh?
Diddy's trial, similar situation kind of happened, right? Like Diddy was head nodding, this and that. But judge almost threw the book at them, saying, you better stop that right now.
Yes.
Otherwise, your right's going to be taken away. But this one, it's the opposite. The judge is punishing the
jury.
The jury.
Yeah,
and
what the
victim.
hell?
Yes. The judge is saying that her hands were tied because at this point the defense attorneys are arguing that there is so much negative bias against the defense attorneys that it could reflect into how they are handling the case. The defense attorneys decide, we want the judge to handle this case. The defense attorneys say, you know what? We don't want to put the victim through that again.
Yeah.
We're going to do this with just the judge. And this is very important because a lot of people think, they speculate, this is their personal opinion, that this was all planned. This becomes one of the biggest cases in Canada, and everyone is protesting this trial. People are outside the trial with signs.
Oh my God,
"Justice for
bro. When
women."
did
There
this
are people
happen? I feel like I
protesting
heard
Hockey
something about
Canada,
this,
the entire
but
organization. There are people, ice hockey fans,
I didn't really
who
look
stopped
into it.
watching ice hockey because of this trial. And they think that the panel of citizens are too understanding of sexual trauma. They might be too...
What do you mean
can you
too
explain if
understanding? What
anyone
the
who
fuck
doesn't
does that
understand, like,
mean?
the difference between jury trial and just...
Yes. Okay. So a jury trial is you are being judged amongst what you would say your peers. You get a group of people that are selected by both the Crown, the prosecutors, and the defense attorneys. They have to agree on the select people, and they will have a unanimous verdict at the end, whether you are guilty or not guilty. Now, these people are not attorneys. These people are not judges. So there is a lot of emotional bias that goes into play. They're told not to have emotional bias. They're told to look at the evidence. But at the same time, they're human, so they're going to have a lot of emotional bias. There's people outside this courthouse protesting Hockey
Ooh,
Canada,
the red looks kinda
protesting
cool.
ice hockey, protesting these athletes. And so they say, it's not because we don't want a jury. In fact, our clients are so disappointed that they're not going to be judged by a panel of their peers. But it's just, we don't want to put the victim through that again. So we want just the judge to decide the verdict. It is their right, technically.
Right. And usually people don't want that.
No, because judges are typically letter of the law. And you're not going to have, judges, it really depends on people don't like it.
They want a jury trial.
Yeah, they want a jury trial.
In this case, they believe it's better for them.
Yes, and this judge at the end will release a 5-hour verdict,
Jesus.
91-page verdict of the most scathing comments anyone has heard about an SA victim in recent time. But this case goes back to 2018.
Jesus
The accused
Christ.
are now like 27, 28, 29. But back when this happened in
Ew.
2018, they were 19 and 20 years old. And they were part of a junior hockey league. Junior hockey is like 19, 20. This is before you hit NHL. NHL being National Hockey League. That
I
would be
need
like
tissue.
the NBA, the NFL. Before you hit that league, you're in the junior leagues. And this team
Should I
in
go dark with
Ontario,
this?
Canada,
Or
had
should I
just
go?
won the World Championship. These are like the best 19, 20-year-olds on ice hockey. Like, playing on ice in the entire globe. They're on a high. This entire win is setting them up for success. The way that they won, the team captain, Dylan Dubé, he says there was 2 minutes left on the clock.
Okay, cool. I don't get sports. I really don't. Oh my God, you took a stick and you hit a puck and you got it into the fucking net. Oh my God.
It was overtime. They were going
There's no
up
tissues
against
in
the
here.
Swedes.
Fuck.
The Sweden
Wow.
team known for being cut.
You got a fucking ball
But the
into a
problem is,
net. Oh
they get
my
upset
God.
when things aren't going their way. The Swedes get flustered, okay?
like,
that team
okay,
specifically.
cool,
so they get
I
very
guess.
angsty.
No,
And
no,
that's
no.
when you need to hit them hard. And so they got 2 minutes
Let me go in
left.
here and
Dylan
try
Dubé,
to-
who is one of the accused, he says, right when I was
Let me get
saying
more
to my
contrast.
teammates, like, we got 2 minutes left on the clock. Whoever makes the next shot is winning the world and that is when they freaking score. And they just go crazy. This game specifically was very amped up. It was very hyped. The way that the entire rink was set up, the stadium was set up, the Swedish team, they didn't have a private exit, which they try to do. And so there was a lot of drama of them even exiting after losing the game, where all the Canadians are yelling at them, making fun of them, because, that's like the ice hockey spirit. This game specifically, the goaltender, which
The
is basically
spirit
the
to make fun of people
goalkeeper.
who lose
You know how ice hockey
putting
works,
a
right?
puck into a
Not
net.
really.
It's like soccer, but on ice with sticks and pucks. Anyone who watches ice hockey is going to be very infuriated by that type of analogy, but I
No,
just
that's
want to
it.
say, as someone who is not
Yeah, I
capable
know.
of
That's
playing
literally
any
what I
sports
just
because
said.
I am so incompetent with my mobility and my coordination skills, it's just the best way to explain it. It's like soccer on ice, you're skating high speed, but it's also an element of football because you can slam into the other players. You can you're not slamming, but you can slam into them so that
You can also take
dig it
your
out. It's a very
skates off and
high
slice people
physical
with your
contact
blade.
sport, and it's very dangerous. But the goaltender who's standing in front of the goal, making sure that the pucks don't go into the goal, because that's how you score points, he ends up stopping 35 pucks that game. He prevents 35.
Yeah, which is very impressive.
Very difficult. And he says after the Giant win, it was one of the best days of my life. Like, the best day ever.
Yeah, it was probably one of the best days of my life.
Very quickly after that, Hockey Canada, which is Canada's biggest hockey organization other than the NHL. They oversee from baby hockey all the way up to the
And then
NHL.
after it's the best game ever, you go to a party and you gang rape a girl. Wow.
If you're a good player. All the like boy recruitment
Best day
centers
ever.
of like 5-year-olds learning to play hockey, that's usually done by Hockey Canada. You're going to have major league players that are going to come in through Hockey Canada to train these boys, and then they grow up to become, and I say boys because they're like 5. I'm not talking about these 19-year-old boys. I'm talking like
Best day
5-year-old
ever.
boys, right? And every single year they have the Hockey Canada Gala. And all
There's
of
the
the Hockey
gala.
Canadian players are invited to this massive place where they have all these different award ceremonies, and they have MVP of the year. They do all of that stuff, and they have a golf tournament. And that is exactly what takes place in 2018 in London, Ontario, Canada. Some people thought it was happening in London.
Y'all have
It's
a
just
London over there?
Ontario, in Canada. They have
Okay.
this huge place.
I didn't know you had
rented
your own
out
London.
in London, Ontario, and everybody's gathered there. And this year specifically, it's absolute chaos because Canadians won the world championship. I mean, there's many Canadian teams, but they won the world championship. So this is a huge year. And this specific team, they're going all out. They're getting drunk. The drinking age is not 21 in Canada, it's younger. So they're getting drunk. They're getting wasted. Hockey Canada.
What is the
even
drinking age
providing
in
alcoholic
Canada?
beverages. They're just doing everything. They're away from family. They're staying in a hotel room with their buddies, with their other teammates. Like, they've got 2 dudes in each hotel room, and they're just having an absolute menace of a time. They're going from bar to bar.
Oh, yeah, they're
not
definitely menaces.
sleeping. They're not doing anything. This is a time to celebrate. And it's at Jack's Bar during this entire gala. So after the gala and Hockey Canada's organized events,
What do you mean, ew?
the guys decide that they're going to go out to the bars and just get wasted. The next day, all they have is a golf tournament. So a lot of them...
Are you saying I
they
look
brought their
ugly
golf
today?
clubs, and that's in the hotel room. This is important later. But they're just going to
Just because I didn't wash my hair?
completely wasted. They're probably going to go out there and tell every girl at the bar that they just won the world championship for ice hockey. Another little piece of context, maybe in America, if you're not from the colder states, if you're like from the South or California, you're like, well, why would I care if some dude comes up to me and is like, I just won the world championship for ice hockey, right? Ice hockey in Canada,
wouldn't care.
that is their sport. That's like the NFL, the NBA for us. It's huge. It's major.
I still wouldn't care.
So they're probably doing all of that. And that is where M is.
No.
M works in retail. She's 20 years old, and after her shift, all of
What
her
did I
coworkers
wanna-
are
I
like,
wanna
"We
do
should go to the bar. We
another-
should go to
hold
this
on,
place called
hold on.
Jack's Bar and just get drunk and have fun. It'll be good." M goes home. She gets ready and she drinks some seltzers, hard seltzers, like a White Claw. I don't think it was specifically White Claw, but
White
hard
Claw?
seltzers.
White Claw
She
makes
gets
me
ready,
shit.
Ubers to the bar.
I always
and
get
she's talking
diarrhea
to
when I
one of
drink
her
White Claw.
coworkers that she is just now kind of becoming friends
I don't know
with.
why.
They're
There's
not
something in those
really
White
super
Claws, I
friendly,
swear to
they're
God.
not coworker best friends in the sense of they're telling each other everything. It's still
All right, I think
awkward.
this is good.
She still feels a little bit uncomfortable.
Same.
So she's just trying to get drunk at the bar because it makes her socially a little bit more open. And as she's drinking, she says this old guy approaches her. Very young. I
Slave,
think that he was just a little bit older. I don't think
slave.
she's talking about like a 60-year-old man, telling her, "Hey, you should talk to this guy over here.
I made
name
a
is
pass
Michael.
at work.
Michael McLeod. He just
What do you
won
mean
the,
by that?
World Championship for the Junior League Ice Hockey World Championship, like
Lurk?
the world.
No,
He's
don't
just a really good
leave.
guy. Like, just make sure you take care of him."
Why
And
is
she says,
everybody
"I think that this guy is
leaving?
just trying to make Mikey sound like a really good person. And
Is
make it
this a
seem
weird
like it was
picture? I
someone
feel like she kind
I
of looks
felt like I
strange.
should pursue that night. I don't know, like made it
I
seem
think
like
it's
Mikey
kind of
was someone
slay
you wanted
though.
to
Let
be
me see.
around.
Is Mikey the leader again or no?
No, that's Dylan Dubé.
Dylan.
Like there's
Yeah,
something
so
going
Dylan
on. Like I
Dubé is
feel
the
like
leader,
her.
and I know the names get confusing, but we're gonna run down them. But just think like
It could be a slay picture
it's
though. It
even
could be
more
a slay.
confusing because They are the only 5 accused. However, there was allegedly anywhere between 10 to 16 players in that hotel room that night. Many of whom testify, many of whom were involved
10
in
to
a group chat that
16.
becomes very important later. But it's just complicated. So I think as we progress in the episode, you're just going to realize who is who, because it's just hard to, they're just...
I see.
You know, and so she keeps drinking with Mikey, and she is picking up a few things. Okay, world championship, junior league ice hockey players. She's kind of assuming that all these
Blah,
other
blah,
dudes are ice
blah.
hockey
Nobody
players. She
cares.
doesn't seem like she's very into ice hockey. She doesn't
No.
really care that much.
I don't
so
care.
she's just like, okay, cool, you guys seem like nice people. She keeps drinking, and she says, I definitely feel like my inhibitions were lowered the
If
more
a
I
man
drank.
comes up to you
mentally,
and says,
felt all
I
over the
just won a
place. The
championship,
dance floor and the music was very loud.
immediately
It was very
run away from that
crowded
man.
and very chaotic, and
He's about
I
to
just kind of felt like I was
go crazy.
in the mix of it all, and I wasn't really feeling aware. In CCTV footage at the bar, you see a lot of the players on the dance floor all circling each other. It's not that they're specifically circling M, but they're all just gathered together getting crazy drunk.
Especially if a group of men together, a group of men
bar, they're all
at a bar
smushed
after
together.
winning
It's
a
like you go to
championship,
concert,
yeah,
everyone's jumping up and
that's the
down,
danger
screaming.
zone.
Everybody is like
No,
touching each other
we
because
get far
you
away from
physically
that.
don't have space to
No,
not touch each other.
no.
But at one point, CCTV reflects that one of the other players pulls on M's ponytail. Whether it was hard, I'm not sure. This footage I couldn't find.
Bitch.
But there is allegedly another footage of another player lifting her up off the floor.
Jesus
We don't know
Christ.
what that footage looks like. But she says that she started feeling really claustrophobic and overwhelmed. It just felt like she was getting smushed. I mean, she's 5'4".
God.
She is like 130 pounds. and
You
these
cannot
are 6
catch
feet
me
tall,
in no fucking
200-pound
bar.
hockey players. They're huge. She's
Single.
getting overwhelmed. She's getting smushed by a bunch of guys on the dance floor. She remembers that some of the guys would move her hand towards their private areas over their pants. And she says, I did feel a little bit off again, but with just how drunk I was trying not to think anything of it, and I was just going along with it.
Oh my
There's a video
God.
that Michael McLeod, who is the main person that she's talking to. So she's introduced to Michael McLeod. She's talking to Michael McLeod, and he films a video of them singing Hotel, Motel, Holiday Inn. It seems like a crazy party. It seems like a frat party. She says, I'm someone who has a bit of a hard time saying no. I don't like upsetting people, and especially when I'm drunk, I think that really shows. I know if I hadn't been drunk or been in that position, that wouldn't have
I'm
been
the
something
opposite.
that I would have done. But
I'll be like, no.
I felt like it was the drinking. So
Get
she's
the
saying,
fuck away
I don't
from
even
me.
think that I would have been on the dance floor just with all these hockey players. It was a lot. And then eventually, Michael McLeod asks her, do you want to go back to my hotel with me and we can have intimate relations? So they're kind of under the impression that they're going to go back and engage in activities, Michael McLeod and M. And she says, okay, there is a video of them leaving together.
Girl, you in the danger zone.
That I'm going to play in the episode.
It's too late. This already happened.
It's her. That's M. And so they're leaving the bar together. And when she's walking down the stairs, you kind of see her rest her hands on the wall. It doesn't seem like she's swaying and she's falling down, but it seems like they're walking pretty fast and she's almost caressing the wall, bracing herself. She goes to the Delta Hotel with Michael McLeod. They get a cab. They go to the hotel. They go to room 209, which is Michael McLeod's room that he shares with another player, Alex Formanton. Alex Formanton is still at the bar. So they're alone in room 209. And they have intimate relations on the bed. And she says she's laying there on the bed, fully nude. Her clothes are in the bathroom because she just had intimate relations with Michael McLeod. And she just remembers that right afterwards, he just like retreats and gets on his phone and he's texting a bunch of people.
That's so weird.
She's not really thinking into it because she's just tired. So she's just laying there for a second trying to catch her breath. And then all of a sudden, the door to the hotel room opens and hockey players walk in. Like 2-3 hockey players walk in. And she's completely nude on the bed. So she's shocked,
hell no.
but they're not saying anything. They're not addressing anything. Like she's trying to read the room. Michael
What the
McLeod
fuck?
Seems like nothing weird is happening. The hockey players are not like, oh my gosh, why are you naked? Ooh, sorry, we should walk out. They just walk in and start talking about hockey.
Start talking about hockey? Ooh, that looks crazy.
So she's like, okay, maybe they're gonna leave. She walks to the bathroom, and this is where her clothes are, and this is a very big point of contention later. She stays in the bathroom for a minute, and she says, I was just really shocked. And she's saying, I was still so drunk. Like, I'm drunk out of my mind.
Oh my
I'm
God.
shocked. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm seeing this. She said, I wasn't expecting that. I felt really uncomfortable. I was already naked, feeling very vulnerable. I didn't really understand why the man that I had left the bar with just like left me in that situation. Like, he just like brought these guys in. I didn't know where things were going. She says she is in the bathroom, and then when she walks back out, she's still nude. I don't know if she's under the impression that these guys left. Maybe it got quiet. I don't know. But when she walks out, there's even more hockey players inside the room.
Huh.
And she says at this point, she didn't really know what to do. This is not a suite. This is not NHL level money. This is not NBA level pro athlete money yet. These are junior hockey league players. This is a very standard hotel room with 2 twin beds, but it just looks like a cramped little hotel room, and there's like 9 200-pound, 6-foot tall ice hockey players crowding in that room. They're talking very loudly now, and they're joking with each other, and clearly they're all very familiar with each other. She has no idea who anybody is. She just met Michael McLeod tonight, like 20, 30 minutes ago, and she doesn't know why they're here. And they allegedly turn to her, and they tell her, get on the floor and start self-pleasuring.
The fuck?
She says, like, she was trying to passively say no without saying no. And this becomes a whole debate later, but we will get there. She says that she passively tries to say no by saying, well, the floor is very dirty. And she claims that one of them threw a bed sheet onto the floor. And so now at this point, she's drunk. She feels a lot of fear. She doesn't know what they're going to do if she says no. She doesn't know how they're going to react if she just like books it for the hallway.
Oh, they
also,
could.
She's naked.
There was like how many dudes are in there?
Gets onto the floor and she does what she is told.
10, 12
allegedly.
dudes? Yeah, they were gonna do whatever they wanted with her no matter what.
In my face. Like,
there's no point.
Being told to suck it, commands like that. They were also yelling, spit on it, and then at one point,
there's no point even resisting at that point. You're gonna get fucked either way.
I was just watching it all unfold. I didn't know these men at all. I didn't know how they would react if I tried to say no or tried to leave. My mind just kind of shut down, and I let my body do what it thought it needed to do to keep me safe. I didn't know what was gonna happen, and they just like kept putting pieces on my face in that moment.
Oh my God.
She says at some point she turns to Michael, the guy that she came here with, Michael McLeod, and she states that he had gone downstairs to the lobby to grab food, and now he's just laying on the bed shirtless, eating food, watching all of this happen. So this is making her feel even more pressured, even more unsafe, even more fearful and uncomfortable. So she's just doing what they want. She says at this point, she performs oral sex on 3 of the different players. She says that while she's doing this, she's hearing people screaming at her, other commands like suck it, spit on it. She feels someone spit on her back. She said that someone is slapping her butt very hard. At this point, M says she just goes straight into autopilot mode.
Oh my God, dissociate.
Is she just keeps hearing one specific comment of like, no phones, put the phones away. And she remembers this because she started feeling panicked in that moment that someone was recording everything that was happening. Eventually, she somehow makes it onto the bed because Michael is one of the 3 guys that she performs oral sex on unwillingly, that she claims, right? And she says this is what she remembers. As she's on the bed on all fours, doing what she does not want to do, multiple people take turns trying to hit her on the butt as hard as possible. She describes it as almost like a competition, and it was really hurting, so she's telling them to stop. And then eventually, she ends up in the restroom with Alex Formenton, who is Michael McLeod's roommate.
Ew.
And she claims that she was raped by Alex Formenton in the bathroom. That he assaulted her and then forced her to perform oral, and then he took a shower. She goes back out into the room and she is very uncomfortable, and she says throughout the night she would try to keep getting up and putting her clothes back on to leave. Like, she would grab her clothes, and then one of the players would come over, and she alleges that they would put their arm around her shoulder and not necessarily drag her back into the room, but kind of like guide her back around. And she was so drunk that it was just, she didn't really know what was going on. She didn't feel like she could say no. It felt threatening. It's not just like, are you sure you want to leave? It felt very threatening. Saying things like, come on, we're just having fun. She claims, I was stuck in that room. I didn't really have a clear exit, even if I wanted to leave. I felt like I was just there for their entertainment. She says that she starts feeling sick, wanting to throw up. At one point, she does remember near the end of the night, she was just sobbing. Like, she was just crying. And then she tried to leave while she was crying, and she recalls one of the players saying, "Don't let her leave, she's crying. Don't let her leave, she's crying." The problem is, because of her intoxication level, she says there are gaps in her memory. But additionally, it's even rougher because when you are an SA victim, there are naturally gaps in the memory because that's just how your brain works. It doesn't matter if you're a 20-year-old girl or a 50-year-old man or whoever. Your brain tries to protect you by blocking out memories that they think are going to be so traumatizing that you cannot survive, or it will be too traumatic for you to understand them. And so she's saying there's a bunch of gaps in her memory, but she does remember near the end of the night that she was crying, and they would try to stop her and say, like, "Oh, don't let her go, she's crying." And at that point, she also remembers, like, they were bringing up golf clubs saying, "Why don't we try to stick one inside of her?" There were comments about golf balls, of seeing how many she could fit inside of her. And she said that she was feeling very fearful of all of this. Like, the energy was intense and chaotic, but in a very scary way.
Bro,
So not in
what
the
the
I'm gonna tie
fuck?
someone down and forcibly R-word them, but like, you can imagine the type of energy she's alleging was happening inside that hotel room. Eventually, she states that Michael McLeod tells everyone to get out of the room. All the other players, except for Michael McLeod and his roommate Alex Formanton, who is one of the accused that went to the bathroom with her. So Alex went to the bathroom with her. She says that they end up staying, and Michael McLeod goes into the bathroom, and she understood that in order to leave, she was to have intimate relations with him a second time. So the first time that she has intimate relations with Michael McLeod, she says is consensual. But then the second time in that bathroom, she says it was not consensual. So they have intimate relations, and then afterwards, Michael McLeod and Alex Formanton straight up just tell her, like, "We have a golf tournament tomorrow, so are you gonna leave?" She gets dressed, she leaves, and
Bitch, I
down
was
the
trying to
hallway,
leave the
she
whole time.
realizes that she left her ring in the room. So she knocks on the door to grab her ring, and she says the players look really annoyed.
What the hell?
Michael McLeod and Alex Formanton look super pissed off about it. She looks for 15 minutes, and she says that she feels really silly about this whole thing. And this word is very important for later. She says that she just felt silly, so she just left. And as she's leaving, she's bursting into tears. And that night, she's in the bathroom, in the bathtub, just sobbing, swaying back and forth, like swaying, comforting herself, soothing herself. Her mom walks in and is like, "You need to tell me what happened." June 19, 2018, London, Ontario police get a call from M's mom, who states along the lines of, "My daughter, she's not telling me what's happened. She's just saying it's all my fault. I found her in the shower, incredibly distraught. I know, like mother's instinct, I know something happened, and I know that she did not want this to happen, but she keeps repeating, it's not my fault, it's not my fault, but I know something bad has happened. Like, you have to investigate." M's mom's boyfriend at the time had a friend that works for Hockey Canada. So he calls Hockey Canada, because they're getting little bits of information from M now. So she's like, "Okay, yes, I went to this hotel room with this hockey player named Michael McLeod." And then all of a sudden his teammates came in. So he calls Hockey Canada and is like, "Hey, this is what happened to my girlfriend's daughter. Like, you guys need to investigate." So now in 2018, there are 2 investigations open. London police investigation into a gang SA, and the Hockey Canada investigation into the code of conduct against their players.
Bruh, what the fuck? I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah.
After probably about 5 more minutes of Will's on hard, she said,
The fuck
like,
is
"Is
this
anyone
audio,
gonna
dude?
bang me?" And she was saying, like, "Is anyone gonna do anything to me, or do I have to do it all?" And that's
Huh?
when, like, a bunch of the guys didn't feel comfortable, getting naked and doing
What?
this
Oh
intercourse
my
in front of
god,
people,
wait, she
and
assaulted
most of them had
me! She
girlfriends at that
assaulted
time,
me!
so
A grown-ass man!
I volunteered, but I obviously didn't want to do it in front of guys. I found that very awkward and weird, so
Oh my
we both walked into the
god!
washroom,
They tried
and
to
that's where
flip
we had
it!
intercourse.
Oh my
So
god.
whose idea? How did you guys decide to go in the washroom? Did you talk about it, or?
Yeah, it was kind of mutual. Like I said, like, I don't really want to do it in front of the guys, so she walked into the washroom and I followed her after, and that was when we had intercourse.
Okay.
Jesus
What
Christ, dude.
what sexual acts happened in the washroom?
At the
Okay, what?
start, I just put on a
Bridge.
condom and just had intercourse with her. And near the end
Should I edit this
of
picture?
the
Let me
intercourse, I
see.
took off the condom and she gave oral sex to finish it.
And what happens after that?
After that, after giving oral sex to Mikey, she was
All sex to
on all
Mikey.
fours on the floor of the hotel room, saying like, "Is anyone gonna do anything to me?" And that's at that point she was playing with herself and saying like, "Is anyone gonna bang me? Like this is embarrassing that
Wow.
you have a naked girl in front of you
Oh
and a
my
bunch of guys in the room and no
god.
one's gonna do anything." And that's when
He
pretty much everyone
flipped
was
it.
still iffy of
Insane.
doing anything in front of the guys because we found it pretty awkward a situation.
So why were you there?
And
You could have just
at
left.
that point, she started to get like a little bit frustrated, saying like, "Well, I'm gonna leave and put my clothes on if no one's gonna do anything and stuff like that." She was getting pretty frustrated about how no one was doing anything, and I think she kind of took it personally, as in like she's not hot
Oh
enough that
my god. This is why
none of the
girls don't
guys are
go to
doing
the clubs
anything. When really
anymore.
it was just the
It's
guys that
all dudes at
had
the clubs.
girlfriends and obviously didn't want to do it in front of each other.
Ain't
So
no
she's kind of getting a bit
way,
upset
bro.
there.
Yeah.
Is it possible that she was upset because she's feeling embarrassed about what was going on?
I think she was embarrassed that no one did anything to her. Like, I think she was maybe embarrassed that she thinks she wasn't hot enough and that no one gave her the attention while she was sitting there naked. But really, it was just because everyone had girlfriends and no one found it like not awkward to do that in front of people. So
she was kind of leading the way and kind of
This is
asking for it. She got
insane.
on the bed naked and said, "Okay, who's gonna have sex with me? You guys
Oh
are
my
buddies. Like, none of you guys just want to
god.
have sex with me."
Do you get the sense the guys are coming
What?
because they know there's a naked girl in the room who's doing sexual favors for people?
I mean, like, I don't know how guys kept showing up. Like,
I don't know how guys kept showing
No,
up. Yeah, how
like,
did you know to get in that? Like, how
I
did you
just
know to
told
come to
guys
the
I was
room?
getting food and there's a girl over there. That's all I said to a few guys.
And for both, the guys are briefly interviewed in 2018. None of these interviews are extensive at all. Michael McLeod just tells the police, the main detective for the London Police Department, I mean, she was the one that told me. She was all like, "Tell your teammates to come. I want to do stuff with them too. It's a fantasy of mine." He said she was just asking for a lot of crazy things. If it were up to her, she would have had sex with the whole team. Wouldn't be surprised if she asked guys to slap her ass, but I didn't hear it. But I wouldn't be surprised. Which is a very suspicious thing to say. Because,
Yeah, what the fuck?
I guess a lot of netizens online, which I tend to agree with, they're just saying like, maybe in X-rated movies, maybe in some
Bro thinks
dark
that
romance
porn
novels,
is
but,
real
like,
life.
never really in real life. Not saying
Yeah,
it doesn't
what?
happen, but it's like a very, very big accusation that would need a lot
Porn
of
brain.
factual evidence to back it
Oh
up.
my
I understand the cop
god.
hearing that. It's like, makes sense, makes sense.
Yeah, the cop is like, okay, well, it's a little weird.
They're all
but
these men
you
are
showed me
porn
these two
brain.
videos.
This never happens in
You
real
show me
life.
these 2 videos?
Michael McLeod is like, "Sir, I have these 2 videos I need to show you." The first video is filmed at 3:25 a.m., 6 seconds long, from inside the hotel room. You can hear a few guys talking in the background, and then you hear someone asking M, "Hey, you're okay with this though, right?" M responds, "Yes, yeah." "You're okay with this?" M wipes her eye with the back of her hand. Now, we don't see these videos, but it doesn't appear that she's crying. But she
No.
does wipe her eye with the back of her hand. "Yeah, I'm okay with this." It is reported that she is smiling in that video. Then there's a second video that's 12 seconds long from 4:26 a.m. It shows M standing holding a white towel over her body. So this appears to be around the time that she
So they did take
has
videos of
intimate
her.
relations with Michael
Oh, that's
McLeod
very dark.
that she alleges was non-consensual in the bathroom. And I say,
Afterwards?
yes, after, at the very end of the night. And it appears that she's unclothed behind the towel, and you hear Michael in the back saying, "Say it." M smiles, looks at the camera and says, "Okay, it was all consensual. Are you recording me?" "Yeah." "Okay, good. It was all consensual." "What else?"
Bro.
"Would you, you're so paranoid. Holy, I enjoyed it. It was fine. It was all consensual. I am so sober. That's why I can't do this right now."
Bro.
That's why I can't do this right now?
Saying like, "I can't really record this video right now," perhaps, I think is maybe what
Guys
a
will
lot
do
of
this
people
too.
thought she
I've
was
heard
saying.
stories of
Michael is
like
showing
dudes
these
like
videos to police
delivering
officers, and he's
fucking
saying, well, I filmed these consent videos because
like
I was worried that something
mattresses and
exactly
stuff,
like this
and
would
then
happen.
the guys will
Oh,
like
yeah?
bully
Yeah.
people into giving them
And
5-star
so,
rating.
I'm just saying, like, I took these videos because it was such a crazy situation.
And like threaten
we've
people
never
to
had a
give them
girl that's
5-star
I
rating.
wanna
Like,
sleep
give
with
me
the
a
whole
5-star
team,
rating
so I
right
didn't want
now.
anything like this to happen, so I recorded
It's
these
like,
2 videos.
bro.
This is in 2018. This whole case, nobody finds out about it for 4 years. It gets buried until 2022. Then it goes public, and then the police decide we're going to go to trial. And so it feels like since 2018 to 2025, they have been trying to bury this. That's just what Canadian netizens feel like, okay? So by the time that the trial comes around, protesters are standing outside with signs that read, "Believe survivors, justice for survivors." I will say that the 5 accused players, every time that they walk into the courtroom with their attorneys, they just look very smug. And I think that's a personal opinion of mine that a lot of netizens share. I don't know what it is. They just look they look smug. People are thinking, though, this is a slam dunk case. Since 2022, when this specific case became public, it triggered a bunch of other Hockey Canada SA cases to get a lot of attention, to get coverage, and people are pissed off. People are pissed off at Hockey Canada, and they want ice hockey culture to shift. They want society to change. They want the justice system to reflect that. This is a
It's
slam
not gonna
dunk case.
change.
Everyone is on the side of M. That's just what it is, especially when the arrest originally happened, before the whole trial.
When did the arrest happen? 2022?
2025. Well, 2024, but the trial starts 2025.
Okay.
But they weren't in jail, yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's like, this is a slam dunk case. And for months, the trial is just crazy. They let go of 2 different jury pools. And then finally, it's the judge
that's
only.
insane.
And the judge is a woman. She finally comes out with the verdict a few months ago. And it takes 5 hours for her to run through the verdict. She saw the victim testify for 9 days straight. She heard from all the witnesses. And she states in her verdict, people react differently to events. There is no correct or standard way for a complainant to react to a sexual assault. She cites another case, though. I'm mindful of the words, although the slogan, "Believe the victim," has become popularized of late. It has no place in a criminal trial. To approach a trial with the assumption that the complainant is telling the truth is the equivalent of imposing a presumption of guilt on the person accused of sexual assault and then placing a burden on him to prove his innocence. So at this point, people are feeling a little bit uneasy about what the verdict is going to be. The judge points to multiple things throughout this, and she says, it's clear that the public wanted a specific verdict. So she is dotting her I's, crossing her T's. She points to this one video, CCTV footage at the bar. She says the complainant states she was so drunk. M testified that she was so drunk that she could not consent, and the players should have known that. She knows that for a fact. However, the judge is like, look at this CCTV footage of her at the bar. At one point, she's leaning onto the bar, and the complainant testified, M testified, it's because she was so drunk that she had to catch her footing. But if you watch further in the CCTV footage, it's her leaning over to tell the bartender that he shorted her on the change.
What?
So she's saying, if you're that
You know
drunk,
that for a fact?
Did you really know that you were shorted on the change? She tried to make it seem like she was so drunk she was leaning on the table
What the
because
hell?
she was drunk, but she was actually trying to get her money
Hey,
back.
Maple, what's up, dude?
Ultimately, the judge states, at this point,
Fucking commercial. Beautiful.
she chose.
It's so dark today, yo. The storm is coming through, bro.
While naked. No one
The
directed
storm
her to
is
do this,
here.
nor did anyone prevent her from going back into the bathroom and then putting her clothes on. No one threatened her or applied any force to her. She made no effort to leave the room. Up until this point, there had been no sexual contact with anyone other than consensually with Mr. McLeod. The complainant provided no satisfactory answer as to why she chose to do this. This is a huge point of the judge's argument on why she doesn't really like M's story. She's saying, to me, it doesn't make sense. Because you're saying that you are unclothed in the bed after having consensual relations with Michael McLeod. You're unclothed on the bed. Then these hockey players walk in. You're shocked. You're surprised. You run to the bathroom. The bathroom is where her clothes are. So then she's saying, why didn't you just put on your clothes then in the bathroom? But instead, you walk out of the bathroom unclothed, and then you see more hockey players. And at that point, you could go back into the bathroom and put your clothes on. Or because the bathroom door is right next to the hotel door, it would have been easier for you to put on your clothes and then run out the door. There's a lot of different ways in which you could have left. This is what the judge is saying.
I
A
was
lot
thinking
of
about that low
netizens
key. I was
and a
like, why
lot of
didn't she just put her
advocates
clothes
think this
back
is
on?
absolutely insane because they're saying,
Okay.
we thought we were past the time where we are asking victims, why didn't you leave? Because it doesn't really matter. Like, leaving or not leaving does not have anything to do with consent. Like, it's not, they're not tied together. It's actually an essay myth that you should leave because you didn't consent to it. Because there's a reason you didn't consent to it. You might have been scared, so you could be scared to leave. But the judge continues, and these are the reasons that she decides that all 5 pro ice hockey players are going to be acquitted.
Oh my God, that's
charges.
insane.
This is not the result that anybody was expecting. For years, this case has been amping up and up. There's protesters outside the entire time with 2 juror panels being dismissed. Everyone thought with a female judge, this is like a slam dunk case. Nobody likes the accused. Nobody cares about them, really. They were like, this sounds crazy. That's
the only spot I don't like is this spot right
here.
here.
Like, the consent videos itself make them sound so guilty. And then the way that she testified.
Unblock Origin ad guard? What is the, what do you mean? What?
She says they're not guilty. And courtroom reporters state that you could hear someone saying, yes. One of the player's dad and a separate player's mom are hugging, embracing, and everybody is confused on why the judge seems to hate the victim. She literally states early on in her verdict, I do not find the evidence of M to be either credible or reliable. With respect to the charges before the court, having found that I cannot rely upon the evidence of M, and then considering the evidence in this trial as a whole,
you use an ad block on my videos, bro?
Any of the counts before me. People thought, I mean, there's got to be something that we're missing. In all of the court dates, like in the trial dates, there's
take back some freedom.
That the judge
bro, you're taking my money!
The judge, in her 91-page verdict, goes on to
talk
talk
about for
how
YouTube?
the victim, the alleged victim, she was
my 15 cents that I get per ad. Oh my God, no.
That she had consent.
Actually, it's more like 3 cents.
He asks his teammates, hey, do you want oral sex from this girl? In front of her. The judge is like, she has no reaction.
If you click on the ad, I
she
might.
Doesn't say no. So that could be, I mean, like, she has no signal.
I feel like you do get more if you click on that.
It's just like the most neutral. She has no reaction.
Yeah, I don't really use ad blocker. I used it for a little while, but then.
Which is not legally a thing.
I don't know. I feel bad.
Is that what it is? That's one of the factors that the judge likely takes into consideration for this verdict.
I don't want to take people's money from them.
Including the judge, just ignores the fact that the victim was on the
I
stand.
never use ad blocker.
And she testified that yes, she heard that question. She heard Michael McLeod asking his teammates.
I mean, I'm getting free videos, and people spend so much time on their videos.
Bible, there is a definition that reads:
the least I could do is watch the ads.
Gummer, BJ, head wetty, sloppy. Use this saying when you want a broad to give you head. The victim testifies, he said, do you want a gummer from her?
Jesus.
I don't know what a gummer is.
Ew.
She had no reaction because she doesn't know what a gummer is.
And the judge is like,
gummer.
You heard him
Ew.
say that.
And you had no reaction. Why didn't you say no? At this point, I was on the same wavelength as a lot of netizens of, I mean, not that it would make it any better, but maybe these athletes are some of the best in the ice hockey league, and there is so much privilege and money surrounding them that the NHL is like, no, we need these guys on the ice ASAP. So we're just going to get a acquittal. We're going to get a not guilty verdict. And I thought it was going to be something like that. I started looking into these 5 guys. If you're going to get to the top of ice hockey, you've got 7 good years in you at the top. I mean, you're probably practicing your whole life, but at the top, 7 years. The top 25% of players will make it maybe 12 years. That's their profitable career. The bottom 75%, maybe only 2 years.
Yeah, you're only getting a couple years, so like, who cares about these fucking dudes? Replace them.
Injuries are a huge
You can replace these guys so easily.
Injuries, chronic conditions, shoulder injuries. Like, it's such a dangerous sport. The NHL is the biggest league of them all. It consists of 32 teams, 25 are based in the US, 7 are Canadian.
Oh wow.
But I will say, it
Meh.
is a Canadian sport. Almost half of the NHL players are all Canadians that move to the American teams when they get scouted. The average NHL pro earner earns about $5.3 million in contracts for the entirety of their career, which compared to other sports leagues, like compared to the world, it's incredible money. Compared to other sports leagues, it doesn't feel like the most insane salaries.
5.2 million in their entire career.
Yeah.
How
But
like the career?
5.2 in their,
could be
yeah,
like
how
7
long is your
years or a few
career?
years.
Yeah, but that is the average. A lot
Huh.
of hockey players say they don't even really do it for the money. They say they do it for the Stanley Cup. It's like their Super Bowl.
Oh, the
They just
Stanley
want their
Cup.
names etched
Cup.
into the Stanley Cup. And I will say, 5
Oh
million
my
is the
God.
average, but some of the
I
top
do it for
players, they make
Stanley.
17 million a year. Some of them have made like 161 million total in their career, which
Okay.
even then, I guess it's not comparable to the NFL or the NBA. But
No.
I mean, these guys, this is one of the most physically dangerous team sports. You're mixing extreme speed on the ice. You're going like 20, 30 miles per hour in that little ice rink, and you are allowed to have full body collisions. Heavy equipment gets weaponized. The surface of the environment is just like rock solid ice in terms of just colliding with
Payroll
fellow players.
investment, your whole life
Ice
leads
hockey
up.
is typically even more dangerous than football. American
Yeah,
football, which
I
we know
guess,
CTE
but
is like a big problem. But for ice hockey, if these two guys collide into each other, they
they're
fall
so
into the ice.
creepy.
Football players at least get some give with the grass or the turf. It's a lot more forgiving. It's a little bit more cushy. Solid ice, the head to ice collision is probably some of the worst recorded in sports history. The impact of it. It's bad. I mean, to give you a visual, it's like if you were to jump off of your diving board at home, if you have one, and belly flop into the pool water, it's going to hurt. And I say at home because, like, you know, don't picture like the Olympic diving pool. It's going to hurt, but the water is going to give you a little give. That's like turf, that's grass. But imagine you're just doing it to straight concrete. That's what ice hockey feels like. You're lucky if you don't end up with a concussion. Then, you know, the boards surrounding the entire rink that keeps the spectators safe in the stands. It keeps the pucks from going outside the ring. I don't know why I thought it was kind of like an ice skating rink, a recreational ice skating rink where you can slam into it to break and you'll be okay. These are considered passive weapons in the ice rink. They're just made of wood and glass.
Wood and glass.
It's wood and glass, and it's like really thick, unforgiving material. It's not
Obviously, I
soft,
don't
it's
think
not
that all
cushiony, there's
hockey
no
players
give,
are
there's
fucking
no
raping women on
softness to it when you hit into it,
all the
slam
time.
into it. If you get slammed into the boards by another player, you have the violent force from one side of the player, and then the opposite side, you
Wait,
hit
what?
this just rock solid board. It's like double impact on
But,
both
like,
sides, creating the perfect
if some dudes are
synergy
being
for
accused
shoulder
of sexual
dislocations,
assault, like you could
clavicle
replace them so
fractures,
easily.
pelvic injuries,
Just get
and
some
ultimately
new dudes on the
concussions.
ice.
Even the puck that they use, the little rubber, it's like a vulcanized rubber. It's like 6 ounces, which sounds like it's not that bad. But the speed at which it goes on the ice, it's flying around at 100 miles per hour. Just getting hit by the puck, you can suffer lacerations, fractures, dental injuries. Even the hockey sticks are just giant weapons, just giant mean sticks. If you're smacking someone, you could break
smack someone with a
finger.
stick.
You could hit someone on the shoulder and they could dislocate their shoulder. Probably the most dangerous are the skates. They're razor sharp. They can easily slice through protective equipment, clothes, skin.
She's
flesh.
really
They're
leaning
the
into
world's
it.
Scariest razor blades.
She's just
and they're really
saying, like,
thin.
hey,
They're about the width of about 2 credit cards stacked
it's a
together.
dangerous
So
job.
it's a very dangerous sport, and not a lot of people make it to the NHL. But a lot of the accused did. Michael McLeod. This is the one that
Get rid of
goes to
these
the
dudes.
hotel
Don't
room
need to
with.
be
He is
like.
known
Why are
as
they
one of the
protecting them
fastest
so
skaters
bad?
of the 2016 draft class. I will say he's good. People say that he's a very natural leader.
Are they really
and
that
he
good to
was
keep
with
them
the New
around, even
Jersey
though they've been
Devils
accused
for
of
a very long
fucking
time. In 2016,
gang rape?
Michael
I don't
McLeod is
know.
ranked the 13 in the North American skater category.
It
A
was like,
lot
no,
of
we
sports
need this
commentators state
guy.
that he was one of the most polarizing picks in the NHL.
Keep him. We gotta keep him. Fucking ad for a
During
stupid
that
fucking
year.
code.
There's
Why is it polarizing?
He is high risk, high reward, or high risk, no reward. He could place in the top 10 if drafted. He could place in the top 20 if drafted. He's big, he's skilled, he's fast. That's how people describe him. I tried to look into his career highlights, and don't get me wrong, I think a normal person has a lot more control and finesse over their physical body with more stamina and discipline than I do with my body. So this is not me trying to like downplay any of anyone's capabilities on the ice or their ability to play sports that I could never even dream of playing. I don't think that would even serve any purpose. But as somebody who doesn't know ice hockey, I'm just telling you what I saw. Looking for career highlights, I found a few compilation videos of him scoring goals. And I don't know if it's the recent trial in the algorithm. I, interestingly, only got videos of him getting into full-on fistfights on the ice. There's a video of him slip sliding through the ice, trying to deck this Braden Schneider, another opposing team member, in the face.
Damn.
If you're watching the video episode, he is the one
Oh, he
wearing
got
red.
aggression. Oh my God. Is that really necessary? Oh.
Punching each other. They're literally punching each other's helmets off. The referees are just standing off to
For
the side
what,
watching.
though?
They're
What's the
almost skating
problem?
around them, which I thought was so
What
strange. And I had
happened?
to look into it. It's a thing in ice hockey. I had to look it up because
Why?
technically sports, you are under the belief that you are not allowed any sort of physical altercations outside of the parameters of the game. Like football, you can tackle people, but you can't punch them in the face.
You were so confused about this, right?
I was so confused.
Pretty
That resulted in
inexperienced.
immediate penalty. So
What do
I'm
you
like,
mean?
oh my gosh, like this was his career highlight. He got into a fight and then he probably got suspended for a little bit. You're allowed to fist fight.
What is she saying that's
The
like
NHL
not
says that
accurate?
it was a regulated fisticuff. A regulated physical assault is okay. There's another
How is that
clip
even
of
okay? Why
Michael
is
where
fist
one of his
fighting
teammates
when playing
gets
hockey
thrown down
okay?
by the other team? Like it almost seems like he gets slammed and he falls to his knees and his hands support him when he falls to the ice. I don't think that he made strong impact with his head on the ice.
He's
but
probably
I'm not
able of
entirely
doing
sure.
SA.
Instantly, you can see Michael in the corner. Gloves are off in like 0.2 seconds. I mean, these players, their reflexes are fast.
I mean, she already
Gloves are
described
off,
like
and
what
I had to
happened the
rewatch
night.
it multiple times to be like, when did he take off his gloves? It was so instant. Gloves are off. He skates to the person that he thought did his teammate dirty.
If you're
and just
able
starts
to perform
fist
physical
fighting him.
violence on men,
Punching his head.
are you also
mid-game, just
capable
was
of
that guy
performing
ready to
physical,
receive, or
Yeah,
not
and
he's
then
of
also
physical
fighting
violence,
back?
sexual
Yeah.
violence on
How long
women?
did the fight last?
Like a minute. This one was particularly confusing for me because Michael was fighting another guy, and then I think another guy was trying to fight another guy from Michael's team. It was just
Oh, so
Maybe
you
you're
can do
just a
multiple
violent
fights
person
going
in
on at the same
general.
time.
yes, but you cannot have a group fight and you cannot jump someone.
Only 1v1.
Yes, it has to be a fair.
1v1, dude.
Was it chaotic?
It was so chaotic. And then at one point I was watching another hockey clip where I was watching the goal. I'm like, I gotta see if they get the goal in, like the puck in the goal. And then I just see like 5 people fighting in the back, and I'm like, what's happening right now?
Oh, the game still goes on while they fighting?
Yeah, I think they eventually stop and pause.
Oh, but like while it's
Is
happens
like
so
hockey
quickly,
is scary.
other
Don't
are
trust
still
people who
playing.
could hit
Yeah.
someone else.
There's
Okay.
another
Oh, I would
one where
never
Michael and
associate
another
with
guy,
a man who
both of
plays
their
any professional
heads get
sport
slammed into the
ever, ever,
wall.
ever.
They,
That is like a
bump
red
into each other, and
flag.
both of them
Yeah,
simultaneously
I would
bonk their
never.
heads into the barrier. It was like a clean shot. That's
I
what
would
a lot of
never.
comments were saying. Like this was
Just
a
saying,
very clean,
no.
nobody fucked up type of situation. It was just like everybody happened to be in the wrong place at once.
You avoid those people for a reason.
But Michael's gloves are off in a second.
Fighting the guy.
100%.
Yeah, and then they're just fighting.
That's just me personally. That's what I do. I would never.
Okay, okay.
It's
And
childish?
then in
No.
another one, it's titled,
They're all like that, yeah, but you don't know who
Travis
is and who
Sanheim
isn't, so it's
drops
better
with
just
Michael
avoid them all.
McLeod in his first ever
Because
career
you don't
fight.
know.
So it's just 2 of them decking each
How are you
other in
supposed
the
to
face,
know?
And then the camera pans
I'm
to
not
all
taking
of
that chance on my
Travis's
life.
teammates because this is his first ever career fight, and they're all banging their sticks on the barrier because they're like, woo!
Getting to know someone? Nope,
first
not
fight
not
ever,
worth it. It's
basically.
not worth it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's not worth
Fascinating
it.
sport.
I mean, and I have so much respect for ice hockey, considering, well, I don't know about the violence part. I just don't
It's
like
scary.
watching physical violence.
It's too
but
scary.
I think it's you have to be very tenacious and agile to play.
One
like, I could never
wrong,
last.
one
Michael
mistake,
stayed
one
signed
decision.
with
Oh yeah, I'll
the
trust
New
this
Jersey
guy. He seems
Devils
like a
from
good guy.
2016 to 2023.
And then you're fucking
so
dead.
He was there for a really long time.
Can't.
It's estimated that he made
nope.
$4.61 million with the New Jersey Devils. He's actually still going strong with the Devils up until January of 2024. That is when he was granted an indefinite leave of absence because of this trial. because he is the alleged ringleader of one of the biggest essay cases in ice hockey history of recent years. There have been a lot more previously, but in like the recent past few years, it's alleged that he is the one that facilitates the entire essay for 2 hours long. So he's charged with not just the essay, but he's also charged with
She's just showing examples of
instigating it,
what
essentially.
he
Then you have Alex
what he's known
Formenton.
for.
He is also known as one of the fastest skaters during his draft pick. He ends up signing with the Ottawa Senators. He signed a 3-year contract for $2.2 million. That's about
She's just giving
$750,000
context
a
to these
season.
people who they
Then
are.
he goes on to sign with Switzerland, a Swiss-based team, until he takes a leave of absence for personal reasons. That being, he is also charged with essay against M. He is the one that is accused of having allegedly R-wording M in the bathroom. Carter Hart is probably one of the more successful of the 2018 junior group. He's estimated to have made around $14 million in his career thus far. He was originally signed with the Philadelphia Flyers, and the last contract he signed with the Flyers, it was a 3-year contract for $11.9 million. He's probably the most well-known as well. They say that he has very strong mental training regimen. He says, I'd probably say about 90% of hockey is mental. Confidence is everything. Everything is between your ears. He's the goaltender, like the goalkeeper. He's worked intensely with a sports psychologist to make him an overall more mature player. People have said about him previously, his mental game is in order. He's the type of kid who bounces back from a bad game. He has all the makings. This is what
Yeah, I
people said
like the
before
bots
all of
though.
this
I have a
came
good
to light.
relation with the
He is
bots. I say
also
hi to him
charged with
all the
committing
time.
essay against M. He is being named as the one that allegedly
Sometimes
made
the bots be
perform
the only
oral
ones
on
in the
him
stream.
in front of the other teammates. So he's
They
one
keep
of
me
the
company.
3 players that received oral. Then you have Dylan Dubé. He was the team captain at the time. Afterwards, he gets signed with the Calgary Flames for 3 years, coming in at a
when you're
$2.3 million contract, about $770,000 a year. Then his second contract, he signs a 3-year deal for $6.9 million.
You just gotta protect
making
yourself. You gotta do.
$2.3
You gotta
million
make certain
a year.
decisions to
It's
protect
estimated
yourself.
that
Like
he's
I
probably
don't
made a
need to
good $10
associate with
million
certain
in his
people
career so far.
in
Until he
order
gets
to
arrested for
protect
essay
myself. But
against
obviously, some
M.
people
He
don't
is
have that
also
issue.
accused as being one of the 3 that received oral from M, and also for being the one that was smacking her. Callan Foot is the last one. They call him Cal Foot. He was one of the top picks in 2017, the draft. His first contract was nearly $1 million a year for 3 years. Then he signs with Tampa Bay Lightning
What do you
for
mean, question
$1.7
mark?
million for 2 years, which is
You avoid certain people to
$850,000
protect
a year.
yourself.
Then to the
You
New
don't do
Jersey
that?
Devils, but that was cut short. He was making around $800,000 a year at the Devils, but he takes the indefinite leave for being arrested for essay. Cal is the interesting one in this one, that he was not one of the 3 that received oral. So the one of the 3 that received oral, right, is Michael McLeod, the original guy. And then you have Carter Hart, the goalkeeper. And then you have Dylan Dubé, the team captain. And then you have Alex Formenton, who is
Oh,
the
not you
roommate,
directly.
who's
No, I
accused of
don't.
full R-wording her in the bathroom.
Not you.
And then
I'm just
Cal
like
Foot
in
is
real life.
accused of placing his genitals on her face.
Like
without her
I never
consent
went to no
by doing the
bars. I
splits.
never went to no house
There's a whole argument in the
parties. I would
trial
never
of, was
do
he
that.
clothed, was he unclothed? People still cannot agree on if he had clothes
Especially
on
a
or
sports
not.
bar?
And then people
Ooh.
cannot agree if this is sexual assault or not.
No
but
way.
it is alleged by the victim that he took off his pants.
You would never go.
took
I
off
would
his
never go to
underwear,
certain
and then
places.
did the splits on top of her
Honestly,
face
I just
to
stay
touch
home.
his genitals and private areas.
Wait, what the fuck is she saying now? I be staying in the house. Okay, you see me? I'm stream.
On top of
I
her
stay in the
face
house.
without, on top of him that he took off his pants. If
Wait, well, I need to
people still
rewind.
Cannot agree on if he had clothes on or not, and then people cannot agree if this is sexual assault or not. But it is alleged by the victim that he took off his pants, took off his underwear, and then did the splits on top of her face to touch his genitals and private areas on top of her face without her consent.
Huh?
They all say
Like a
it was
party trick?
Yeah, that's exactly what they call it. They all say it's a party trick. That he just does.
Bro
splits as
did a
party
split
trick.
on her
Yeah, then that's
face.
essay. If
Yeah.
yeah.
They're saying that he was clothed. She's saying he wasn't clothed, and there's a whole debate. It gets really bad, and there's like a clip of him doing the splits. It's a lot. We're gonna get
Okay.
into it.
Oh my
So these are the
god.
5 accused, and they're really. I mean, they're great ice hockey players, but I just their stories don't make sense, and I don't know. Nobody's story really makes sense. Okay, like When Michael first goes to the police because he's called during the investigation, he tells them he has no idea why all of his teammates showed up to his room. Like, they just kept showing up in the droves. Like, about maybe 10 to 16 people are inside of his little hotel room. He
They
doesn't
just
know.
showed up?
He's not the team captain.
I don't know how guys kept showing up. Like,
Were you sending all those messages?
oh,
or-
no, like I just told the guys I was getting food and there's a girl over. That's all I said to a few guys.
He doesn't know. He thinks
That's so
maybe
weird.
they knew that he had
That
food.
never happened to
They could just
me.
sense it. Maybe they could smell the food.
I
from
never
the
hooked up
entire
with a guy
hotel.
and then
I don't know,
had,
and they could
like,
just,
his
sniff it out
friends
to be
show
room
up
209,
just
where Michael
randomly.
McLeod is. He states
What?
that maybe he did send a message to some of the guys stating that he had food.
That doesn't make any
He says that
sense,
he did
bro.
briefly mention that there was a girl there, but that was it. But he lies. That whole thing is a lie.
Did they pull the text?
It is later discovered, years later, that he texts all of his teammates in a group chat. Anyone want a threesome? Hurry, quick, 209 Mikey. No mention of food. Those are not the only group chats. June 26, 2018. So this is like a week after.
A week
Bro.
after.
They are getting word that she's gone to the police, that Hockey Canada is probably looking into it, and they start a new group chat. So instead of the 19 players that are on their original team group chat, this is now 11 players. So these seem like the guys that maybe have an idea of what happened that night. They're in this separate group chat, and the team captain, Dylan Dubé, he starts the messages. There are no criminal charges. It's Hockey Canada Code of Conduct, and they're investigating on what happened that night so it won't happen again. Another teammate by the name of Jake responds, could we get in trouble for it or no? I don't think so. Michael McLeod responds, we all need to say the same thing if we get interviewed. Can't have different stories or make anything up. This is the thing with the group chats that people hate. The judge says, look at the group chats, take them at face value. They're saying, we just have to tell the truth. Netizens
Bro,
are like,
that
hey,
doesn't sound
Are you
sussy.
dumb or are we dumb?
Yeah.
Because literally, it's all, we can't have different stories. We can't make anything up. We all have to be on the same page. Just tell the truth. It's like you just throw in 3 words as insurance, as security,
Bro.
just in case someone goes through these text messages. Another player, the same Jake guy, he responds, no boys, like we didn't need to make anything up. No one did anything wrong. We went to that room to eat. The girl came, which already that timeline is not correct.
Yeah.
She wanted to have sex with all of us. No one did. She gave a few guys head, and then we got out of the room when things
So-
got too crazy.
Does just because of the timeline difference on this guy's statement, he's already lying.
Yeah.
You didn't go eat and then the girl show up. You already started the whole thing lying.
But the most annoying thing about this case is I don't know if I
know if I
am
like
in a position to say whether or
this
not I agree or
right.
disagree with the verdict.
Or
I think
dull.
that legally speaking, it's very complicated because,
Maybe
well,
like
first
that.
of all, I don't want to get sued. And then second of all, what we think is moral and what we think is the right verdict versus what is actually viable in a criminal justice
Bruh.
system varies vastly. And that is a separate conversation because then we got to change the criminal justice system. But it's just, they might not be aligned because there has to be no reasonable doubt. And the problem with a lot of SA cases is not everything is photographed and logged and evidenced. And a lot of people have trauma and they don't come forward right away or they have gaps in their memory. But one thing I will say is this judge's verdict, what she talks about and what she points out is so infuriating. Like she's giving pick me because all of them, including the victim and all of the accused, have gaps in their memory. But when the guys have gaps in their memory, she says it's very reasonable because they were under the influence, they were intoxicated, and it's been a very long time since 2018. It's 2025 now. But when that applies to the victim, she's like, why are you lying? But you're lying. You're uncredible. You're not reliable.
Oh,
Bro, that
their
doesn't make any
mix-up of
sense.
timeline, she
Why did they get the
excuses
excuse,
by-
but she
Gaps with
doesn't?
memory and
Wow.
yeah.
Oh
What's her
my
name?
god.
Yeah.
Do you know her information?
Yeah, I'm scared, but Justice.
She said, "I'm
Justice
scared."
Maria, she was a defense attorney for a very long time. I will say that I looked into it, and she has a relatively she's very well respected. And then this verdict, everyone was like, "What?" Jake then texts again, and Mikey literally has a video of her giving consent. Dylan Dubé, the team leader, is very happy about that, texting back, okay, yeah, we are fine. The boys who did things got consent, so just tell them that, and it's fine. Another guy by the name of Brett, he responds, all we have to say is someone brought the girl back to the room. We were all in there ordering food, and then this girl started begging everyone to have sex with her. All we have to say
It's
is,
so weird.
all we have to say is, someone brought the girl back to the room. We were all in there ordering food, and then this girl started begging everyone to have sex with her. I'm just saying, that's not how I would talk if that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Nobody would do it, but then as time went on, she gave 3 guys head. Once things started to get out of hand, we all left and got her out.
So are
Jake
they
text
saying like
back
they got
unsuspiciously.
sexually
Yeah,
assaulted
like,
by
boys,
her?
that's
Like what?
literally the truth. So Michael McLeod suddenly feels that he needs to share everything, saying, I did have sex with her before everyone came in. You guys know that part, right? Brett responds, she's the one who got naked and started begging everyone. Michael McLeod responds, yeah,
She was
what
already
should
naked.
I say if
She was
they
already
ask why I
naked.
took the videos, though?
The fuck?
Jake text, you took the videos because you wanted to make sure nothing bad would happen and cover yourself. Dylan Dubé, the team leader, responds,
Bro, they're literally formulating the fucking plan how to get out of this right now.
And we don't need
In
that.
these
So just feel good
messages.
about it,
What
but
the
be with the
fuck?
truth with it. Another player named Maxime writes, the truth is we didn't do anything stupid. We had her consent. We didn't force her to do anything. Michael McLeod is saying, yeah, like it wasn't her that went to the police. It was her mom. No idea why, but she already told me she told the police that she doesn't want to pursue this and it was a mistake. She also texted me saying sorry about all this and that she was in the wrong too. I have those texts saved. Michael McLeod ends up finding M's Instagram and DMing her to not pursue charges. We're gonna get into that. And he states, I've got text messages of her saying it was her mom that went to the police. And Carter Hart, the goaltender, probably the most successful one on the ice of the group, he responds, honestly, boys, nobody did anything wrong. Like, we got consent to anything that she did. She was the one begging for guys to bang her. Jake responds 2 hours later, everyone stop talking in here and talk to your agents about this.
Oh,
And that's it.
damn. Shut it down.
Or it could be attorneys because they all do lawyer up. These group text messages are admitted into evidence. So is the original message of Michael McLeod asking all of his teammates if they want to participate in a threesome in room 209. Hurry, quick. That is also admitted into evidence. And then he goes on to privately text one of the other teammates, I guess like his best friend. He privately texts, do you want a gummer? And that is admitted into evidence. And so by this point, I think these are a lot of the things that the netizens knew about before
So
the trial takes place.
disgusting,
And I think
dude.
this is the reason why everyone's like, yeah, this is very suspicious. And I mean, it's not looking good for the accused. This is already very strange. Additionally, with the 2 consent videos that just feel like, why would you need those videos if you knew that she was actually consenting to it? It's just strange. It's just not normal behavior. However, there's a lot of other things that come up during the trial that make people start flip-flopping. Like there's a lot of bar footage that is entered into evidence where
Bro,
it
I gotta
shows
pee so
that there
bad.
are pretty distinct variations in a lot of people's timelines and their testimony.
Hold on, I gotta piss. Okay.
testimonies.
There's
So, for
only
example, M
2
would
more
say
minutes
that
left of this video.
her hand was placed on people's private parts because she just felt very uncomfortable with all of that. When the bar footage is reviewed, she puts her hand on someone else's private parts, on Michael McLeod's private parts. He does not guide her. None of the other teammates guide her to do it. So there are these little discrepancies, and I was really
I don't think that's a
intrigued because
discrepancy
I
because she
wanted
wanted
to
to
get
hook
the
up with
full
that
court
dude.
transcripts.
And
Because
she
I was
did. She
going
had
through all
consensual
of
sex
the
with
press
that
that were
one
in the
guy,
courtroom.
and
I
then
was
he
going through
invited
all the
all his
articles,
friends
and I
over
did
to
get the
fuck
verdict
her.
file that's available online.
That's the
But I
problem.
wanted to get the exact
Like, she
court
was fine
transcripts
hooking
of,
up
like,
with that one
verbatim,
dude.
word for word, what everybody was saying. Because I remember with the Sean Combs case, a lot of things that were happening in the courtroom, they were
Is that not what the
really
issue is?
reflected well in the headlines. It seemed like a lot of the defense attorneys would catch someone in a lie, but it was just like wording. It's not necessarily a lie. It's like they slipped up on one word usage, and now they're digging a hole into this word, and they're like, why'd you use that word then? And it's just, you get why they did that. It's not that serious, but I thought that was what was the case for this. So we reached out to the court reporters that worked on this case, and we were calling a bunch of people. The whole team
colors
was
is
super busy
weird.
on this, and then we got word back because I'm like, if I can just get the transcripts for this trial, we'll be good. Like, we could just see exactly what happened. They are $11.25 a page.
Oh,
Each
shit.
day is
How many
probably
pages?
about 250 to 350 pages.
Jesus
We were probably
Christ.
looking at tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh
like the
my
high
god,
tens of
why?
thousands of dollars.
Why is it so
Each
expensive?
day was probably like $4,000. That has also been a huge conversation because victims will even have to pay for their own transcripts for their own
Oh my
case.
god,
Really?
what?
Yeah, so I did hear some people talking about that in forums that were talking about this case. We don't have the transcripts, but I do have we found some weird videos. So that will be discussed in part 2, which I'm gonna
Okay, we
upload
doing a part
tomorrow
2?
for the audio listeners. It's going to go up tomorrow. It's going to be very lengthy. There's a lot of different arguments in the courtroom,
Ooh.
but just stay tuned, and I will see you in the next one.
Okay,
Noah and
queen.
I are figuring out how to be a we.
Interesting case here. Very interesting. Let's see. Should I go back to the Breaking Bad stuff? I guess so.
Yeah.
Better call Solomon. Fuck my laptop. It keeps dying. It's so annoying.
This is a breakdown of the first episode of...
Meh. Alright, what episode was I on? Honestly, these things, this video is like kind of lame. But I'm basically just like rewatching
Each week
the
we break
whole
down another Breaking
season
Bad
or the
episode
whole
in order.
show.
This week it's season 5, episode 10, Buried. I've got 21 details you might not know. We start with the aftermath of Jesse's money throwing. This is Michael Davis, who used to be a Broadway performer. He should check the other
Slay.
side to see if it says for motion picture use only. But I
No.
have to commend director Michelle McLaren because I could not see any evidence of the prop money during this. Vince purposely brought
You
an
know he loves
X-Files
that prop
feel to
money
this scene,
call out.
wanting this to seem like a spaceship. Oops, there's the for motion picture use only. This is not a real playground. They brought in this equipment, but this was around the time these merry-go-rounds started being removed from playgrounds due to safety concerns and lawsuits. Whoa,
Oh
his
yeah,
head
kids
just
will
jumped up
fucking
quite a bit.
spin
Now we
themselves on
continue
those
the bit of a
things and
cliffhanger
fucking
from the last
die.
episode. The way
They'll
they
just
filmed
like
this, it makes you wonder if he just
completely
murdered
launch
people.
themselves.
Oh, he's okay. I like to wonder how the conversation went after Walt said tread lightly. My guess is that after being taken
Wait, I feel
aback,
like
Hank
I
said,
skipped
"Get
an
out of my
episode.
garage,"
Maybe it got
and
deleted.
dramatically hit the opener button. This is like an old-fashioned duel, but rather than seeing who can pull
Yeah.
the trigger first, we're going to see
I think
who
it
can
did get
call Skylar
deleted.
first. What an exit. It's unlikely Walt got this from a Sneth Camp Automotive family dealership because they're in Michigan.
Mariano, it's me. I need you to get Skylar on the line. What do you mean she won't get off the phone? You make her get off the phone.
How's he supposed to do that? Poor Mariano.
Yeah, what the hell?
Dude, how am I supposed to know that?
Yeah, how the
that
fuck is
Michigan
he
car
supposed to like
dealership
what?
badge?
How the
It's
fuck is he
gone.
supposed to
It's
know
typical
that?
for the show to have at least 2 of an important vehicle, and I guess only one of them came from Sneth Camp. Wait, are you telling me that Skylar has a second cell phone?
What?
Actually, no, she's on her office phone.
Where's Skylar? She just kind of left.
No, what happened to your face? Mariano must be
Skylar.
used to seeing some craziness. There's Blake Slaughterburger.
So much makes sense to me now. You jumping in the pool, you sending us your kids. I just wished I'd seen it sooner.
That's an understatement. Unlike the end of last episode, Hank's stubble now looks real. But it's weird because it's shorter and he wouldn't have stopped to shave on the way to the restaurant.
I don't know if there was abuse, but I want you to know that you can be.
You think this will work in black
I
and
don't
white?
understand if you know the full extent of this. Not just the
Maybe.
meth cooking, the lives he's destroyed.
That's interesting because it's the first time Hank acknowledged the meth cooking part, but it makes sense that he was preoccupied with the murders and personal pain.
I ask you to tell me everything you can.
You just overplayed your hand, Hank.
Right now. Just remember to state your name and
He did overplay his hand.
We have to do this right now.
Skylar, you broke him. For someone so great at knock and talks, Hank completely misplays this, assuming she's only a victim, being too aggressive rather than caring, seeming desperate, and admitting he doesn't have enough evidence.
I need something solid that I can bring to my people. Gathering all this evidence enough to get a conviction. We're talking a long haul proposition here, and I don't want that bastard running out the clock.
What do you mean running out the clock?
His cancer. His cancer's back. He didn't tell you? Who's to say it's even true? I got all these little pieces, but they don't mean much on their own. But when you start telling me what you know, I'll have them in lockup before the sun goes down.
According to writer Tom Schnauz, Skylar was originally going to cooperate, but she sees the cancer as a way out. And like Walt says later, she's thinking,
Please don't let me have done all this for nothing.
Maybe I need a lawyer.
No, you don't. We start
No.
putting up roadblocks where they don't need to be.
Man, you know how it is when the lawyers get to it. Adversarial.
Your best interests and mine are the same.
Hank, you telling me not to talk to a lawyer doesn't sound like that at all. It sounds like what
Maybe
you
I'll just
want
keep it to
is
black
get
and white.
wet at all costs.
It looks kind of boring though in black and white.
Into my house, they're safe.
Hank, am I under arrest?
Skylar, you're not thinking straight about this.
Am I under arrest? Hank, are you arresting me? Am I under arrest?
Yo, Skylar's fucking huge.
they shot this scene the same way as the last time we were here. This is the same unit, but they had to recreate all the content since so much time had passed. The only real flaw is that the tarp is flipped over, which you can see from the black corner.
God.
Mary and Joseph. I gotta do it, man.
Iconic.
We've got all the familiar fake bills, although I can't remember if we've seen for motion picture use only 10s and 20s before. The 10s look especially fake, and Huel lied down on fake $5 bills.
You kind of see the outline of his other face in there.
Screw it.
Let's savor these comedic moments in an otherwise dark season. This
True.
scene is like last episode's Star Trek scene.
Mexico. All I'm saying.
Guy hit 10 guys in jail within a 2-minute window. All's I'm saying.
Why do you still have a battery in that thing? They might be trying to triangulate your movements.
Indeed, taking the battery out is
Triangulate.
actually effective, unlike snapping the phone in two like we see other times. And there's a reason they're reminding the audience you can be tracked with your cell phone. That will come up later.
The only real evidence that she can lead them to is your money. And once we take care of that, then they got nothing.
Hank knows that's not nothing.
Have you given any thought to sending him on a trip to Belize?
Belize?
Where Mike went to. Off on a trip to Belize.
Saul, you better not be saying what I think you're saying. Hank is family.
It's an option that has worked very well for you in the recent past.
I'll send you to Belize.
Yeah, send them to
That
fucking
mysterious
Tahiti,
side
bro.
door is finally opened. Saul's office
They
is
gonna
a
send him
set,
to
normally we just
Tahiti.
see the craft services table behind it. And this is not the strip mall with Saul's office exterior. They put the Statue of Liberty on a different building, but the building they chose extends way too far to the right. They did this once before on yet another building that doesn't match the others.
Think you want to check to make sure it's still all there?
Close enough.
To quote
Take
Brian,
one stack. You
I
could take a
noticed this
stack.
license plate is an RGB value for yellow. This is a popular theory, but I'm not so sure. We're back for the first time since the beginning of season 1.
Just you, not Hank. It can't be true. Oh my God. How long have you known? Your whole gambling story, all that money that Walt made, that was a lie. Did you know since
Kind of cool in black and white, I guess.
Hank was shot. I am so sorry.
She did not make contact, but they did such a good job of selling this. Even frame by frame, after the one frame of supposed contact, you can see her move with the next frame.
You won't talk to Hank because you think that Walt is going to get
I feel like if you're an actor, you gotta take the slap, bro. But then your cheeks are gonna get red if you keep doing too many takes, and it's gonna be obvious.
Poor Hank can barely walk, and here he has to run. They only yelled when they were with a doll. With a human baby, they spoke softly. You can see that with this line.
Marie, put her down. Marie!
Silly baby, don't look at the camera. I
Baby, Methany.
This is the same outfit he wore at the end of the last episode, and I'm surprised he wasn't still going with a t-shirt and sweatpants while holed up in the garage. Here's a classic Breaking Bad shot, and here's a behind-the-scenes view of how they do it. You're supposed to think it's hot out here, but this was filmed in January, and it was freezing.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Giant hole so quickly by hand? Probably not.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy he did all that by himself.
The hole was pre-dug, and then the guys filled it up with soft dirt.
That reminds me of the plants they must have planted by the train heist tanks.
54, 20, 106, 36, 52.
These GPS coordinates point to the Albuquerque studios that were the headquarters for the Breaking Bad crew. You can see in an earlier frame that the numbers don't match what the GPS is actually showing. Walt not only shows superhuman strength and endurance, but superhuman memory as he captures the coordinates in a lottery ticket. Let's talk about the lottery numbers. This is the Pick 3 game where each...
What if he actually won the lottery with those numbers, and he got more money, and he was like, oh, this is where my money came from. I won the lottery.
Which maximizes the prize value, currently $500.
It'd be funny if he actually won the lottery.
That means quick pick, where you let the machine pick numbers for you. Not only does this not make sense for Walt's case, it doesn't make sense for the Breaking Bad staff member who got this lottery ticket, as they needed these specific GPS coordinates. That leads me to believe this is a fake ticket.
You moved the money, didn't you?
Oh, fake ticket. No.
Nothing. Oh my god.
Ouch.
Laid the fuck
He
out.
had some rubber tiles under his face, but one flexed as he made contact, so they digitally froze it. It looks great.
How long was I out?
4 or 5 hours.
There probably should have been some swelling and bruising on his face.
The cancer's back.
Does that make you happy?
There it is. The reason
Does
Walt
that make
didn't
you
tell her
happy?
was that he was afraid she would react like Hank.
My cancer is back.
Good. Right, you son of a bitch.
I can't remember the last time I was happy.
Good response.
I know you talked with Hank. I know you made a deal. I'll give myself up if you promise me one thing. You keep the money. You pass it on to our children. Please don't let me have done all this for nothing.
How did Hank find out?
It was me. I screwed up.
The way Hank
he screwed up.
He's got his suspicions. Not much else. You can't give yourself up without giving up the money. So maybe our best move here
Is to tread lightly?
is to stay quiet.
Oh, I was close. For as dirty as the windshield is on the outside, it sure looks clean on the inside.
Can't stay quiet for. He's not gonna
Her
give up.
Louboutin heels keep sinking, so Lydia's kind of standing on her toes.
Expert on meth labs now.
I noticed that too. Her heels kept going into the dirt.
To show me. We're talking about a $50 million shortfall.
This is a real bus they converted into a set, but as you'd probably guess, it's not really buried underground.
How about we start with, it's filthy. Do you seriously think this is up to the standards of your predecessor? Because it's not.
I still believe, also based on Jesse's trip to Mexico, that a large part of Walt's secret to success was simply having a clean lab.
True. No dust, no dirt in the meth. Like, that's the key.
They matter to my buyer in the Czech Republic, I can tell you that.
I mean, you tried to get the man back, right? He said no, so... I mean, what do you want me to do?
Use Todd again.
I want to use guys that I trust, not Todd, who I don't.
I really wish.
I don't never trust Todd.
It looks like she's triggering something on a smartwatch, but she's just checking the time.
Hey, we have a problem.
You stay here.
And she doesn't ever type anything on her BlackBerry either. The ambush must have been pre-planned no matter how this went, and this is why the writers reminded us that people can be tracked with their cell phones. These days I don't think we need a reminder, but maybe people in 2013 did. There wasn't enough budget for an on-screen shootout, but this is very effective. Besides, we'll get more important shootouts later.
Safe to come up whenever you want.
This is our first sign that Todd has a crush on Lydia.
I don't want to see.
Maybe just close your eyes.
At one point, the writers thought about Lydia having a romantic relationship with someone like Walt or Jesse, but it ended up being a one-way thing with Todd. The shoes are a nice metaphor for being on board with murder, red, while avoiding seeing it.
You kidding me with this?
Also, those are very
Of course,
expensive
Declan
shoes
is
that she has on.
Elastigirl rather than his nameless sidekick.
Those are fucking Louis, bro. Oh.
Okay, boys, Take it all. Let's get everything.
The shades are shut because it's really nighttime and that's artificial light behind them. Meeeee is sad again and more purple than ever.
Tell them, Hank.
Just don't have it yet.
You've got enough to get them to believe your story, at least. But the whole DEA.
Let me look at this.
Supposed to work, right? No. What are you, Lone Wolf McQuaid?
No, not Dean Norris, but Chuck Norris, no relation, is Lone Wolf McQuaid in this 80s movie with the same name.
Ooh, that looks like a fun
It's the
movie.
last day of my career. I'll go in there. I'm bringing proof, not suspicion.
What if you wait
Meh.
and catch Walt without you? If they find out that you knew and you said nothing.
Good point.
Hey, Hank. Welcome back.
This certificate of appreciation is for George Merkert. It's a shame he didn't take it with him. Also, that's really a plaque of appreciation,
The
not a
smile
certificate.
girl was doing was insane. I know her fucking
Hank's ready
jaw
to end
was
his
hurting.
career.
This is such a slick picture. I love it.
Not boring at all.
Hey, they're back. They rebuilt the set from scratch to match Face Off.
Why were you
Credit.
tossing millions of dollars all over Albuquerque?
Jesse's in every episode of Breaking Bad, but this one's unique because he doesn't say a single word. Skylar
Oh,
talks
slay.
and sings in every episode, but you don't see her in Fly, so Walt's the only character you see and hear in every episode.
I'm only asking for.
I mean, he's the main
help on this
character, so
here.
that makes
Maybe I can
sense.
get him cranked up enough that he starts yapping.
Maybe you could keep an eye on our suspect for us.
Ooh, another cliffhanger. This is writer Tom Schnauz's dad, who passed away during the filming of this episode. The credits music incorporates sounds from the merry-go-round at the beginning. And now for more film artifacts I missed in previous videos.
No more film artifacts, please.
One day, you'll be able to meet surging content demands without compromising your business or your brand. For that, there's Adobe Express. Now your teams will be
Are you sure about this?
It's the only way.
All I could think to do was to make this video. That's the last nail in the coffin.
Oh, the
Each week, we
video.
break down another Breaking Bad episode in order. This week it's season 5, episode 11, Confessions. In it, clever writing turned years of storylines into a plot twist nobody saw coming, and I've got 22 details you might not know. We start with a very professional status report from Mr. Alquist.
Hey, Mr. White. Me and Declan had some differences of opinion. Just a heads up, there's been a kind of change in management.
Now, why does Todd feel the need to update him? The creators believe it's out of respect, especially because Walt showing him the ropes enabled him to rise up in Jack's organization.
Anyway, I'm up there with my hose at the crossing. We got this guy who's smooth talking, the engineer.
What happened to...
No one. Other than us.
Yeah, what happened to don't tell no one, bro?
I know your
You
trusted
dumbass.
crew knowing is a bit different than a random kid, but still.
I jump off the moving train. Total stuntman stuff.
He's
I
trying to
like that line
flex,
because
that's
it was
why.
a stuntman, Jimmy Romano, who looks a lot like Todd.
Tight operation.
It was perfect.
Perfect? Really? Vince said this line was the point of the scene, showing that Todd isn't getting joy out of killing Drew, but that he doesn't even think of it, just like you wouldn't think about killing
Yeah,
a
he didn't even
fly.
think about it.
Told me it was
Yeah,
like
just
the
killing a bug.
biggest train heist.
Crazy.
That's also funny because he did that in a scene that got deleted. I showed this at the end of my Dead Freight video.
Are you feeling good about cooking?
Yeah,
You be able to run your own lab?
yeah, for sure, I got this.
What the hell happened in this country?
Nanny state. I see a kid with a bicycle helmet on. Want to smack the shit out of him, like for his own good.
Vince didn't write this episode, but he added that line to the script. The creators viewed this as a callback to Mike, with a nice contrast that it doesn't faze Jack. This song could be a nod to the romper stomper slang term for skinheads. This sign was made by the show. A real one would look like this. But the point is to show them moving the methylamine from Arizona to New Mexico, implying that their paths are going to cross with Walt or Jesse again.
Mm.
I want to talk to you about your partner, Heisenberg. See, I know he's my brother-in-law, Walt. Oh, yeah. That's
Clock.
the look. Tell me all about you, him, and your
Clock.
meth business.
Hank's trying to get the first of many confessions in this episode.
Maybe I talk to my friends at the APD and make all this go away.
Eat me.
He speaks.
Sure that's how you want to play this?
Why don't you try and beat it out of me?
Burn.
I think you want to talk. Up to you.
Agent Schrader, beat any good suspects lately?
Saul loves doing this.
What are you doing talking to my client without me present? Oh, look at this. Isn't
This
it
is his
cozy?
classic
What'd you tell
move.
him? So long, Rocky. Keep your left up.
Breaking Bad breaking news.
It just keeps getting worse and worse. It's another Rocky reference.
The rocks, Hank.
Oh my god.
No, Saul, stop talking. Just make it happen. Work your magic.
They do call him the Magic Man.
He is the magic man, the magic lawyer.
If you listen very closely, you can hear Junior's conversation with Meeeee.
Hello? Hey, what's wrong with it? Did you try to resolve it? Okay, alright. Sometimes it's simple like that. Just try it out.
Does this remind you of anything?
I'm going to head out, okay? And Marie just called. She wants me to help her with some computer thing.
Ooh. Hang on a second.
Yeah?
He's like, no,
Like
no
the
computer
yeah
thing.
was added later.
Yeah? What happened?
You deserve to know what's happening.
Uh-huh.
My latest scans show a little shadow. My doctor put me right on a new round of chemo.
What now?
Oh.
Like always.
Walt Jr.'s so cute.
And we'll talk about this later.
No way. I'm staying.
So manipulative.
Yep.
How'd it go?
I didn't tell.
I would love to know what caused this painting to disappear for just this one shot.
Oh, interesting.
What? What things?
They're like, I don't like that picture.
Something new?
Jesus, don't tell me how to do
But I don't want to
That's
redo the
fair.
take,
Besides,
so
for all
whatever.
the past times Hank was right, his superiors weren't exactly helpful.
Are you sure about this?
It's the only way. My name is Walter
Hartwell White. I live at 308.
I live at 308.
Hartwell
Royal Lane,
White.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Hartwell?
7104. To all law enforcement entities, this is not an admission of guilt.
This is my confession.
Welcome to Gardenia's.
Damn.
My name's Trent. I'll be taking
Oh
care
yeah, I
of you
love
today.
this scene.
Gardenia's is an Albuquerque-based chain. They wanted to use a national
Wait.
chain instead, simply to make the scene relatable, just like their use of Denny's in the past, but all the ones they tried to clear were not interested.
Be right back with some water.
Ah, Trent. Could this be the
So
same Trent
stupid.
as the bully from Slip and Jimmy? Sure, his age
No.
wouldn't make sense, but nothing about Slip and Jimmy makes sense. By the way, there's a subtle Slip and Jimmy reference buried in last
Slip
week's
and
Buried
Jimmy.
video
I need to
twice.
watch the Slip and
Anyone
Jimmy
figure it out?
cartoon.
Marie's wardrobe has shifted to black, the start of a new trend, and Hank is part of Team Purple now. It's the
Yeah,
two
now
of them
Hank's
versus
doing
Team
purpley.
Beige. The beige is meant to be non-threatening, although
Yeah,
we
the
know from
beige,
Ellie's
I noticed the
birthday party in
beige. I
season
clocked
one
the
that They
beige.
must view it as projecting success. This is the
Mm.
only time Skylar wears a turtleneck, and Vince specifically wanted that as if she needed extra protection from an uncomfortable situation. I love Hank's intense stare. He could almost be a cardboard cutout.
So you're here to confess?
Someone read the episode title.
There's nothing to confess. We're here to talk about Walter Jr.
Flynn and Holly should be living with us. End of story.
He
He's
said
gonna get his behind
Flynn.
here immediately. End of story. There is no way that you are going to do it. End of story.
Leave our children out of this.
She always
That
fucking
son of
does
Jane
that end of
Kasmerick,
story
Brian's
and then
TV wife from Malcolm in the Middle.
You realize
what?
will do to him hearing these things.
He's gonna hear it when I kick in your front door and arrest you.
So, how about that guacamole? We make it right here at the table.
Read the
No
room, Trent.
way.
Here Anna accidentally spilled water on herself.
Just give you guys a few more minutes.
They make it right there at the table then?
This is not an ongoing situation.
Skylar,
No, it's in the past.
what do I have to do to make you believe me?
Why'd you kill yourself, Walt? This whole thing dies with you, right? Well, maybe you should just go.
Bitch said just fucking kill yourself.
It's really hard for me. And after I said, "Did we get it? Did we get it?" And Michael
Jesus.
said we did, and then I just started crying, and I told Brian, I said, "Can I hug you? Because I hate looking you in the eye and saying that and meaning it. Like, it's just that family is done. It's gone. Like, that's a whole new place that there is no going back."
If you haven't finished Breaking Bad yet, skip past the next 10 seconds. These were Marie's last words to Walt, R.I.P. Marie, and Hank and Skylar's last
R.I.P.
interaction,
Marie?
R.I.P. Skylar. The episode's end has Saul and Jesse's
What do you
final
mean?
interaction. Okay, back to the story.
He's not getting off that easy.
Jesus.
What do you mean R.I.P. Marie?
For you, if you stick with him, step up.
Is she
be a
dead?
man and admit what you've done.
Hank had the right idea there. That approach worked for Junior.
You're a pussy.
This reluctant sigh reminds me of right before
That's my
Walt
favorite
pulled the
line.
trigger on the
That's
fake
one of
Marie
my favorite
accident
lines
call
on the whole
and a
show.
certain moment in Better Call Saul.
Holy
They
shit.
purposely picked a blue DVD case to reference Walt's meth. Giving the DVD was the nuclear option to be deployed only if Hank didn't change his mind. Vince thinks that Walt knew there was no way Hank would.
Nikon
This looked like the
Daddy.
face of a man willing to
That's
negotiate,
an
but perhaps
amazing
Skylar only
name.
agreed to film him if they tried to
Holy
convince him
shit.
one last time.
My name is Walter Hartwell White.
On the Breaking Bad DVD, you can see the full recording as one impressive
That's
6-minute
actually really
single take.
funny.
Brian did this 4 times and they used the last one.
This is my confession.
Why didn't Skylar center him?
If you're watching this tape, I'm probably dead. Murdered by my brother-in-law, Hank Schrader.
No,
Hank
murdered by
has been
Hank
building a
Schrader.
myth empire
Hanky.
for over a year now, and using me
I
as his
use
chemist. Shortly after my 50th birthday,
D850.
Hank came to me with a rather shocking proposition. He asked that I use my chemistry knowledge to cook methamphetamine, which he would then sell using his connections in the drug world. I was astounded. I always thought that Hank was a very moral man. and
You
I
miss your
was
850?
thrown, confused.
Why,
I
what
was
are you using
also
now?
Particularly vulnerable at the time. something he knew
Mm-hmm.
and took advantage
Mm-hmm. You changed over to the mirrorless.
diagnosis that was poised to
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck.
Hank took me on a ride along.
Interesting.
Just how much money even a
I don't know if I
small
like the mirrorless.
could make.
I don't
I
know.
was weak.
It
I didn't
feels
want
weird to
my
me.
family to go into financial ruin, so I agreed. Hank had a partner, a man named Gustavo Fring.
Exactly the same.
Interesting bastard. Hank essentially
And why do
sold
you
into
why do you miss
servitude to
it?
this man. And when I tried to quit, Fring threatened my family.
I will kill your infant daughter.
Eventually, Hank
Oh my
and
God,
Fring
Gus.
had a falling out. Fring was able to arrange, I guess you call it a hit on my brother-in-law.
Hank Schrader.
That
It
picture.
failed,
That drawing.
but Hank was seriously injured. And I wound up paying his medical bills, which amounted to a little over $177,000.
It really is
Big
so
ass
clever how
handle.
all these plot points could be
Well, I got
twisted in
small,
this way.
tiny
They
baby
didn't have
hands,
this all planned
so
out in advance, but back when drug money was used for Hank's medical
lighter
bills, they thought
weight.
about how
Yeah,
ironic
it
that
does.
was
It
and
do get
figured it should
heavy.
come back to
The
haunt him
850 is too
somehow.
heavy.
Hank was bent on revenge. Working with a man named Hector Salamanca, he plotted to kill Fring, and did so. The bomb that he used was
That
built by me,
scream.
and he gave me no option in that. I have often contemplated suicide,
Well, maybe you should just go ahead and die then.
but I'm a coward. Hank had risen in the ranks to become the head of the Albuquerque
Slay Queen.
Who the hell are you?
It's a workout. Ooh.
My name is Heisenberg.
That's better
Damn.
than his initial choice of Hankenstein.
Hankenstein.
Fuck yourself.
To keep me in line, he took my children.
Am I the boss, man? I'm the boss. I'm not giving her back.
My wife, who up until that point
I need
had
a
no
better
idea of
fucking
my criminal
lens.
activities, was horrified.
But I'm not paying no money. I'm not buying nothing these days. Oh,
I tried once again to quit. And
thank you
in
for the
response,
follow.
he gave me this.
Like with Jesse, again his temper hurt his credibility.
I live in fear every day.
Bro,
that
why is
he
it not?
will
Okay,
kill
there we
me,
go.
Or worse, hurt my family.
This all makes so much sense, except for how good of an actor Walt is, although he can draw from his past experience in the pilot.
All I could think to do was to make this video in hope that the world
Last time I
will
bought a
finally
lens was
see this
2021.
man for what he really is.
And I know
I
they're
feel like,
standing because
yeah,
it's
the
a
last
tense
time I bought
situation,
lenses
but the
was
placement
like
of their
around there
TV is
too.
pretty
Maybe
ridiculous compared to the
2022.
furniture.
Who do you think he's shown this to?
No, it's a threat.
That video is a bunch of lies, Hank. Anybody who knows you will know.
In this economy, shit, I'm just gonna stick with the lenses I got. It is what it is.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Marie.
How was I supposed to know?
Oh,
That's the last nail. It's the last,
oh, thank you for the
that's the last nail
follow.
in the coffin.
Another
I'm
tarantula.
Becca.
It was so cold
What?
that they had to keep warming her up.
Beck
so she would
Able
walk. The cold weather is also
images,
why
but
everyone keeps their hands
Beck
in their pockets as
Able
much as
cable?
possible, including
But
this
cable?
awkward move from Brian. They all had hand warmers in them.
You have to jump to a
This is even
meeting?
funnier after Better Call Saul.
What you doing in the meetings? Nobody pays attention in no meetings, bro.
That's like
Come
the
on now.
device purchased from Amazon, whose receipt we saw in Hank's garage.
What does he know?
He knows you're Heisenberg.
What did he say exactly?
What did she say exactly?
Randy, I thought your name was Nikon Daddy. What? Who the fuck is Randy? Oh,
Maybe
Jesus.
it's time for you to just leave all of this behind.
Randy, what the hell?
Get in your car.
How many accounts do you have?
Just drive.
Don't
Impeccable.
Again, this is self-serving.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Sorry, I'm illiterate. I can't read.
think that would be good for you.
For a while, lawyer up
6?
becomes wire up. Intentional foreshadowing.
You got 6 accounts?
Feel like nothing more than a bad dream. And what's here for you?
What are you doing with all those
Remember, Walt, he
accounts?
watches
What is
this
going
channel.
on?
What have you got in your life, huh? Nothing.
Would you just, for once,
What is going on, bro?
stop working?
Good for you, Jesse.
Just drop the whole concerned dad thing and tell me the truth. You need me gone. Just say so.
Oh,
Just
when
tell
Nikon
me
Daddy
you
is
don't give a shit
like,
about me, and it's either
like what
this
account is that
or you
used
kill
for?
me
That's
the
kind of
same way you
sussy.
killed Mike. Just tell me you need this.
In other words, he wants him to confess his true motivations. This again reminded Vince of the Godfather 2 hug scene, and it's probably Jesse's first hug since breaking up with Andrea.
And if you'll handle
Vibe
your
check
car wash
account?
professionally.
Interesting,
We haven't
interesting.
seen this angle of the car wash since the pilot. That's because they're back at the real location rather than the set. You can tell by
Okay.
the shiny wall tiles.
Skyler? Skyler? It worked.
and we're fine.
You have an
Skylar
account
cares
for
more
like
about what she's done to
every
Marie.
situation.
Only 3 knocks instead of the typical 5.
So Palmer and Castaneras are sitting on that jerk-off Saul Goodman's office, keeping an eye on Jesse Pinkman. Tell me what's going on. If I can't explain this to Ramey, I gotta pull my guys.
Fine, take him off.
Going out for a while.
So Gomi's men are no longer following Jesse, but Hank suddenly leaves. This is relevant for the next episode.
This is it. Once I make the call, there's no takebacks. I need a new dust filter for my Hoover Max.
Oh, that's how you made the account. That's the
We
lore.
only hear this twice in Breaking Bad, both in episode 11.
Okay, I see.
Filter for my Hoover Max Extract Pressure Pro Model 60.
Special shout out to Captain Even Slower, who realized this model is a wet vacuum and doesn't have a dust filter. That
A
helps
wet
ensure that anyone
vacuum?
asking for this doesn't actually want one.
Whoa, what are you doing?
I low-key need a wet vacuum. Oh,
Put that out.
Jesse's shirt resembles
General
the Armenian flag.
Bottery.
Mr. Natural.
Another old-timey reference
What
from
the
Saul,
hell?
this time to underground comics from the 60s.
Bottery. What's this account for? Oh my god, bro.
It's true, and Saul does give good
Is
advice.
this for the
And
OnlyFans?
here must be where he whispers to Huel to take Jesse's pot.
Is this an OnlyFans account where you like subscribe to like the OnlyFans models on here and stuff?
Goes wrong, guy doesn't show, whatever, you give me a call.
Seriously? Hello, Kitty?
And there's good reason for that.
Seriously? It's free. Goodbye, Jesse Pinkman. Hello, Mr. Credit to Society.
I see what's going on here.
Well, it's your life. I imagine you get a say. Want a suggestion? How about Florida?
Okay.
Figured you for a big moose lover, but whatever floats your boat.
Is there still girls that do like the hot tub streams? Is that still a thing on Twitch?
Excuse me.
Or is that like done?
This cinematic location is the John B. Robert Dam located on Montebo.
I used to do some hot tub streams back in my day.
That, along
There
with
is?
cigarettes, reminds him of his original accusation
I
that
used to
must have
do
been
that.
true after all.
And then I got caught. Well, it's my dad's hot tub, and I'm not supposed to like use it. No one's allowed to use it except for him.
But also, they hadn't even
And then he never uses it.
So they went out of
So
their
then
way
I
to
was like,
darken
okay,
the
I'll
windows,
do some
whereas
hot tub
normally they
streams,
would
and then
use
I
a
got in
stunt
trouble.
driver who resembles the actor.
And I was like, no, I'm not doing anything sussy. What are you talking about? I'm just, I didn't go in the hot tub. What? You have no proof, bro.
This punch is a little less
Hello?
convincing than last episode. It's funny to see this from a different angle. They had him really
You don't
kick
make,
Saul,
you don't
but
get
his
no
stunt
ads on
double
hot
used for
tub
that.
streams though.
I'm in SAG, so no, I don't take the punch.
But I was getting more viewers than I usually get. I wish I could have done it more, but
Emmy for this episode.
I'm living with a bunch of haters.
Calm down. Say it again.
He's probably tired of Walt
So-
telling him to calm down.
Yes, okay, I heard you will lift your cigarette, but what made me?
There's another confession.
Walt made me. It wasn't me.
What do I pay you for? You got a big problem.
Actually, you gave me a 5, not a 1.
Oh, I did. I'm so sorry.
If this
Did
interaction
I-
feels a little
okay.
off to you, that's because this is Miller Drexler, a big fan of the show and the CEO of J. Crew at the time. This took 9 takes, which is understandable but funny to compare to Brian's 4 takes of a 6-minute monologue. Honestly, knowing the backstory,
The
I
CEO
find
of
this
J.
more crazy than the
Crew?
Chrysler
What? That
dubstep
is
from
so
51.
random.
Here's a masterful
J.
Texas
Crew?
swap. This is a stunt driver who we conveniently can't get a clear shot of as he exits the car. Brian is waiting behind the wall and then runs into the shot while the driver hides.
You know what I found the other day is that the
All right.
latch
Shout out to J. Crew, I guess.
wasn't
We're back to Walt's obvious over-explaining while lying.
latching, so I thought I'd check it out.
I know the machine says ice
Go ahead,
cold,
Walter.
but the
Do
gun
whatever
shouldn't
you
be
gotta do.
frozen, especially sitting at the bottom. But they had this gun in dry ice, and it was so cold
Need
that Brian burned
food.
his hand a little. Cupertino effect made me realize
what
just
you gonna
how
get?
much Coke appears in this show.
You should get some You should get some Los Pollos chicken, fried chicken,
want to live in a world without Coca-Cola.
and some Coca-Cola.
They had a DSLR camera on the gas can, just like the shovel camera in Shotgun. You can see a wire yanking this door open.
The wire.
This final spot is where Jesse held Walt at gunpoint. And now for more film
Get a
artifacts
burrito?
missed in previous videos. 6-month
Oh, you in the city? Oh, shit.
Wow, I think it's time to bring back the way I originally did
Interesting.
6-month shoutouts and clearly say each
Yeah,
of
it's
your names
stormy out
instead of
here.
rushing it
As
in
you
a
can see, it's so
song.
fucking dark in my room.
Congratulations to Oryx Lover of Feech, Gennaro Cascaller, Mickey, Zodiac Killers, Blazon
Brooklyn.
Duo, Oblong
Okay,
Geek Boy,
slay,
Andy Drew
slay.
003, Aaron Breeze Composer, Tempo,
I live in
Rally Bear,
Westchester,
Howie Perro, Biggest Egg
so I'm
Moments,
not that
Garo
far from you,
Barksdale, and
actually.
Jonah for earning your 6-month membership badges from YouTube. Thanks again for being here along for the ride. Say hi to the new members.
Yeah, kinda. Kinda.
Full of colorful metaphors, aren't you, Soul?
You can't keep getting away with it.
Classic
This
line.
is supposed to happen. The exact reverse opposite.
Oh, yeah?
Is gonna happen.
Each week we break down another Breaking Bad episode in order.
That's
This week it's season 5, episode 12.
Rabid dog.
I've got
I don't have no
28
family, but I
details you
definitely
might
have
not know.
friends that
We
live
start
in the
where last
city.
episode left off. Walt arrives home with his frozen gun. They considered having Jesse burn the
Frozen
house down
gun.
since they hadn't filmed the episode 9 flash forward yet. Instead, they filmed a gasoline stain for that flash forward, hoping viewers would think it was blood. But it didn't show up well on camera, so they cut it. I feel like that's an unrealistic amount of
Hastings?
squib. Like us, he's wondering where Jesse is.
Show yourself right now.
Like
I don't even
20
need to
minutes
zoom in for that
away.
film artifact.
Hastings is a nice town. I like Hastings.
This shot and this shot are inspired by The Shining. The locksmith and steam cleaning companies are real.
I go
and
to the
those are
flea
their
market
real
there
phone numbers.
sometimes.
The people are actors, though.
Switch us out, we'll be good to go.
No rekey.
Usually with a break-in, people like to get new keys.
No, same keys, same locks. Jesse, I mean, obviously, you've changed your mind here, and so thank you for that. Sleep it off.
The kid who drowned?
Hey, guys.
No.
The smell has got to be gone completely. I really appreciate it.
Sir, we'd love to take more of your money.
You shouldn't.
Oh,
I can
20
see from
years
here
ago?
that it's
Oh,
prop money
nah,
based
there's
on
no
the
way I
portrait.
would remember anything from 20 years ago.
New padding? This is as good as it gets.
New carpet and new padding? Walt should call.
No, 20 years ago? Oh!
Today.
Oh, that was your
Walt comes up with a
cousin?
scheme
Oh,
that's
damn,
sure to
that's
fool
fucked
his
up.
dumb family is what he must be thinking.
Wait, your cousin's name was Skylar?
Let's hope Becky's not watching out her window. I don't know for sure, but I feel like they blacked out the top
Oh,
of the Ford
shit, dude.
Holly's wearing shoes.
Was she
but the
drowned
camera
in the
switch is in
river
belt.
or in a
that
pool?
happened because these are two different babies.
Is that gasoline?
What happened?
Pillage. I should sue someone. That's what happened. I have to stop to get some gas, and there is
In a
this
pool?
total
Oh,
pump
damn.
malfunction.
Sam wrote
That's
10
sad.
episodes, but this is the only one he directed. He's also married to Skylar's divorce attorney.
Pump malfunction.
Yeah. Whoosh! I'm suddenly soaked.
What?
My arms and my legs and my groin.
Shallow water blackout? I've never heard of that.
I realize my gas-covered clothes.
Blacked out in the
been
water?
soaking
Oh
in
my
the living
god,
room
that's so
rug
scary.
this
What the
entire
fuck?
time.
I've never even heard of that.
Just tell the truth.
What do you mean?
You fainted, didn't
So
you?
she was just in the
Can't
water
you
and she
sick
just
again?
blacked out randomly?
It was the pump. However,
What the
I don't think we
hell?
can stay here.
Yeah.
Uncle Hank and Aunt Marie, they got plenty of space.
Hey, what about a hotel?
Never should have let my dojo membership run out.
Bill Burr showed up unexpectedly clean-shaven, so the crew scrambled
Alright,
to
I
put a
just,
fake beard
I think
on
I'm
him.
done with this picture. I don't want to
Yeah.
work at it anymore.
I understand. Deep down.
Genetic
Where is he?
testing? Oh
Still
my
looking
god, what
buddies,
the hell?
Beaver and what's his name?
Is it realistic that he wouldn't remember Badger's name?
That's
I
so
guess it
weird.
has
I've
been a
never heard of
while.
that.
Put a bug on the tall kid's mom's place. For 3 hours straight, all they talked about was something called Babylon 5.
Did they talk about how familiar Ranger Captain Erickson looks?
Valen's name. Keep looking.
What then? Pinkman's like a
I
bad
forgot he was
guy.
in Star
Sooner or
Trek. What the
later,
fuck?
He's gonna turn up.
This is a really old expression, back when pennies were worth something and counterfeit ones were common.
Jesse is upset about the boy.
Counterfeit pennies?
Need to explain to him.
Who's
why
counterfeiting
that
pennies?
Say, just for the sake of argument, the kid's not in the mood for a nuanced discussion of the virtues of child poisoning. His plans are running more towards stabbing you to death with a pointed stick.
You have a suggestion?
Maybe this is an Old Yeller type situation.
Old Yeller.
One day he showed up rabid, and little Timmy, for
Bright
Old
mode?
Yeller's own sake, had to
What do you mean bright
You're
mode?
full of colorful metaphors, Officer Saul. Please, Old
Is it too
Yeller,
bright?
do not float that idea again.
This hotel
Float.
is the Isleta Resort and Casino, the same location as Jesse's rehab facility from season 2. Although this room is a set, the photos they put all around the room are of...
Room key wouldn't let me into the ice room, so I had to go down to the front desk.
I see he
Oh,
does the Hank
that?
maneuver serving the rocks barehanded.
Oh, I didn't know.
We were just out talking to him in the park.
It is pretty bright.
Are you spying on me?
Yes, and I feel just awful about it too. I played along with your pump malfunction bullshit because Junior was standing right there, but now I would like to know what's going on.
Oh, hey, that's Coke again.
Jesse Pinkman, remember? He came over to our house. A time for dinner.
To me, this comment is even weirder than the beaver
Oh,
thing. Did he
this
forget
one,
that she knew
maybe?
who he was before then, and that they met again
Make
at
some
the car
meatballs.
wash?
Got upset
Ooh.
over this something he thinks I did.
Slay.
I did do it.
Are you telling me that he tried to burn our house down?
Obviously, he changed his mind. He has a tendency to fly off the handle, that's all.
So he has
a
never
tendency to fly off the handle.
anybody.
No, I can't believe you got her down so fast.
Oh, Walt.
What's your course of action here?
I'm gonna talk to him, make him see reason.
These are just euphemisms.
Let me
for
talk to
serious
him. Let me
evil,
talk to
right?
the boy.
I
Just,
knew it. I told you
just
that
a Lee.
someday someone was gonna come to our door and try to hurt us. You getting shot when you open your front door, and now here we are.
Changed his mind.
What if he changes it back? You need to deal with this.
How much have you had to drink?
Not nearly enough.
We all need to just take a deep breath and calm down.
Everybody, calm the fuck down.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Jesse isn't just some here. Yes. Some rabid dog.
We've come this far. What's one more?
So both Saul and Skylar want Walt to kill Jesse. Now we finally jump back in time.
You
to see
probably
what
should have
happened to
killed Jesse a long time
Snorting
ago.
something off a CD before taking action is just like what he did in season 3. Jesse's leaning his head.
Bro
way
did a
over this
line.
time, unlike last episode. That shadow doesn't match Jesse. It's got to be a crew member. This shot is interesting because it's the 2 seconds immediately before this shot from the last episode. As soon as Jesse drops the gas, it rotates 90 degrees. Remember, Hank decided to follow Jesse himself when Gomi confronted him about his own guys, so this checks out.
Put out the lighter.
But what doesn't check out is how dry the couch is.
He poisoned a little kid.
Jesse's sort of in the same spot he held Walt at gunpoint.
Just has to move. Walt's a bastard. Secret's out. You can't keep getting away with it.
Slay.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Sometimes I hear Aaron's Todd voice from BoJack Horseman, and that was just one of those times.
You can't keep doing this. We either want to burn him down. Do it together.
Everyone who spots this believes it's a pink teddy bear, but this has supposedly been debunked by the crew. It's most likely a plastic shopping bag that blew up there.
Yeah, or
There's
maybe
the
a
crew.
balloon or something. There's the crew. Hey, there's the crew.
Where are we going now?
Oh, God.
Downtown. Good witness for me. It'll go better for you. Yeah, sitting around in D.C. waiting to be a witness against Mr. White. It's gonna go great for me.
You're angry.
It's Dave, Marie's therapist we first heard about in season 2.
I think Dave is, really helping you.
I can't sleep. I'm not eating.
She can't even wear purple.
Marie, I think it's time.
Damn, that's how you know
Fill me
she's
in
really
on some
depressed.
Details here.
How could I have not seen this? Blackjack winnings. Nothing suspicious about that at all.
Tell me about this movie.
The details don't really matter.
The movie.
He screwed us, and he won.
Can we talk about something else, please?
How's work? Last week you were upset about the new parking rules.
That's a funny glimpse of what they normally talk about.
Yeah.
I think she means saxitoxin, but maybe someone can correct me if saxitotoxin is also a thing.
Death occurs from respiratory failure. That is definitely a contender.
Marie.
Don't worry, I wouldn't hurt anybody. It just feels good to think about it.
What's the story here?
Look, I don't want to get into it now, but there's been a development. I booked you a spa package at La Posada.
That noise he just
The
made.
hell is going on?
We have a guest. If I bring that kid in and put him in the system, Walt's gonna find out 5 minutes later.
Just answer me this one question. Is this bad for Walt?
Yeah, very.
Good. I'm staying. I'll heat up lasagna.
Do you want me to heat up
Lasagna.
lasagna?
Phone's ringing.
It's the
First
Hello Kitty
rain
phone with
art.
its
Hello.
distinctive ring.
Welcome to the
And
stream.
we're still back in time when Walt made this call.
Listen,
They played
I'm
the
watching
entirety of the
Breaking
call from
Bad
earlier before the pauses.
videos.
changed your mind here, and so thank you for that. Sleep it off, okay? And then call me.
And even the hang-up noise is in sync.
Be safe.
This is an interesting contrast to him sitting by the pool in the pilot.
He always sit by the pool.
Besides Walt as Santa,
He
here's
loves the
Marie wearing Jake
pool.
Orange for a
I wish I had a
change.
pool.
This is the first time Jesse
Perfect.
and Marie meet, leaving Junior as the only main character to never be with Jesse.
Would you like some coffee?
Thanks.
It's funny that Marie would choose that mug.
Never the DEA.
People have pointed out that it looks like dead with a handle making a D, but like the Gale in the Madrigal window, I don't think that's intentional. These are the homeowners books, and they had Jesse pick up this Ronald Reagan biography because it seemed like something Hank would read. Hank also owns the DVD box set of Deadwood. It would have been interesting to see their reaction when Anna Gunn appears in it. By Deadwood,
she's in the show?
Details they digitally erased.
I've never seen Deadwood. Deadwood. It's on HBO.
Bad. Hank could have prevented a lot of deaths if he just popped that into the DVD player.
This is art, Mr. White.
Other appropriate books on the shelves are The Final Days,
Wait,
The Complete Idiot's
you have the
Guide to Las
DVD
Vegas,
set to
Rainbow's
Breaking
End,
Bad
The
on
Blue
there? No
Nowhere,
way.
Mad Money, The Money
Is that what they
Harvest, The
said?
Rat, Big Idiot.
This is art.
Breaking Bad. Details they digitally erased, but in just one shot we can see them unaltered, and it's Breaking Bad.
Bro has the DVD set to the show that he's in on his shelf in the show. Huh?
Hank could have prevented a lot of deaths if he just popped that into the DVD player.
This is art, Mr. White.
Other appropriate books on the shelves are The Final Days, The Complete Idiot's Guide to Las Vegas, Rainbow's End, The Blue Nowhere, Mad Money, The Money Harvest, The Rat, Big Secrets, and even 4 Past Midnight, which contains a story about a rabid dog. But these supposedly are all coincidences.
Oh yeah, that's just a coincidence.
Gomi's not messing around. We saw them meet
Gomi.
when Gomi did this weird intimidation.
Nice. This can't be what
Oh
you
yeah,
did.
that
Bring
nice
it to the
was
ground.
crazy.
It's just my word against his word kind of stuff.
Start from the beginning. When did you first meet Walter White?
He was my teacher.
This is all they show, at least in this episode, but on the Breaking Bad DVD, you can watch about 5 minutes of Jesse's tape, similar to Walt's from last episode.
I get to his door, and I could hear music inside, like squeaky voices. I knocked on his door.
Squeaky voices.
You know, you don't have to do this.
Shit.
And then I did it.
Damn.
And I just can't. Just one. So I saw this guy, Kubi's, up front, laying a bunch of bull crap on the engineer. Mr. White's greedy. He needed his 1,000 gallons.
He's greedy.
Exactly. So once word comes down that we are done.
Word comes down. Jesse's being weirdly opaque again.
Yeah, he doesn't want to mention Michael.
They want me to go to Mexico. Todd, that opie, dead-eyed piece of shit, pulls out a gun and shoots the kid.
I hate to admit it, but I think the kid is right. There is no physical evidence.
Just the word of one nut job meth head against Mr. Rogers has a lung tumor.
In hindsight, it's weird that neither Hank nor Gomi thinks about the money as potential evidence.
Where do we start?
I say we start with this.
Jesse, I'm going to be at Civic Plaza tomorrow at noon. I hope you'll give me the chance to explain myself. I'll be alone and
The Hello Kitty phone.
so if you want to come and shoot me
I want a Hello Kitty phone.
He wants to explain himself. We put a wire on you and let him explain.
So your plan is to do his plan? If I go to this plaza, I'm a dead man.
Walt's ruthless, except when it comes to you.
He's right.
He cares about you. Based on everything you told us. He paid for your rehab, ran over those 2 drug dealers with his car, made you a 50-50 partner. He didn't need to do that.
Yeah, you know, he
True.
sort of did.
He didn't need to do that.
As good as him,
I don't know. Look how far he'll go to show you, to convince you that he's not such a bad guy. That's what this is.
What if it's about killing me?
You know? Nothing's gonna happen to you. The plaza is one of the most wide open public places in all of Albuquerque. It's the middle of the day.
Now would be a good time for Jesse to point out that he got kidnapped at this same location in the middle of the day.
True.
The devil.
You are the devil.
Whatever you think's supposed to happen, the exact reverse opposite of that is gonna happen.
He's kind of right, but also reverse opposite negates itself.
We're not
Reverse
brainstorming
opposite.
here.
Yeah,
This
that
is
does
what
it. That
happened.
means
I gotta piss. Can I piss? Yeah, down to the left.
Look at Hankenstein.
that means
hiding
it'll
one
go
of his round
perfectly.
bottom boiling flasks in plain
The
sight.
reverse
There was
of the
another one in the
opposite
hallway.
is just normal.
Like
Like
it's a trap. The kid. The
What?
junkie murderer that's dribbling all over my guest bathroom floor. Well, then he's right. Pinkman gets killed. We get it all on tape.
This scene was inspired by a movie called The
Hank.
Conversation, in which a couple in San Francisco's Union Square was secretly recorded. This equipment isn't just a prop, but what they really used to record audio in this scene.
Macho Villa, Selma Hayek.
Hmm.
Macho Villa, Selma Hayek. You getting that?
Loud and clear, idiota.
Once again, Hank is making fun of Gomi's heritage. And once again, it was freezing, so Brian and Aaron had their hands in their pockets. In an outtake at the end, you can see that Brian was wearing a winter hat between takes.
Hey, Hank, you got eyes on this?
Sayaka Meizono inspired me to look at the camera interface, and this didn't disappoint. It's shown 3 times. Between the first 2 times, 1 minute and 33 seconds of episode elapses, and they made the on-screen elapsed recording time match. Between the second and third times, 30 seconds elapses, which again matches the on-screen.
I don't even know if this
Although
burning
this
and
extra
dodging is
walking
really
progress
gonna
doesn't
make a
match the 30
difference to
elapsed
the
seconds.
overall
3 or 4
picture.
more
I
extras
just
were visible when they filmed this, but Vince
fucking
had them digitally erased so you could focus more on
am
Jesse
too
and Walt.
autistic
But if
and
you
I
look
need to
closely,
fucking
you
make
can see
sure
the shadows
everything
of
is
these
perfect.
ghosts. If Jesse could have seen how much Walt cares about him, he could have gotten him right here.
I don't know.
He's taking off. I think he's running.
I don't know if this picture is good even. There's too much going on here. If it was like less of this,
Asshole. This is just heads up.
it would have been better. I don't know.
Next time I'm gonna get you where you really live.
They mixed in the sound of church bells to make it sound like a showdown at high noon. Ah, they got us. The scary man isn't working with Walt.
This scary man is just a scary man.
What were you thinking? There's another way.
A normal scary
If
man.
I were Hank, I would not be so patient waiting for him to say more.
Todd, I think I might have another job for your uncle.
It turns out Jesse is a rabid dog. And now the church bells have
Put
been
him down.
incorporated into the credits theme.
Put him down. Put him
Congratulations and thanks
down.
to the following members who earned their 6-month membership badges.
Why would he want to kill me?
There's no GPS.
Huel, no.
Each week we break down another Breaking Bad episode in order. This week
He's
we've
my
made it to
favorite
season 5, episode
character.
13. I've got 41 details you might not know. We start with a familiar shot, but an unfamiliar color.
Uncle Jack, that mask. Mr. White said the fumes aren't good to breathe.
Let me worry about what I breathe, kid. Just let's hurry this up so I can grab a smoke.
In some of the shots,
Dude, they're so
the masks
badass. They
weren't
don't need
fogged
to.
up, so
They don't care
added
about
digital
chemicals.
fog
Chemicals
to
will never
match.
hurt me, dude.
76%.
That's a big film artifact right on Jack's face.
Where's the blue?
Where's the what?
The blue color. Does it come later?
See, I'm thinking the headline here should be 76%.
Yeah, a whole lot more than it was. That dude who looked like Wolverine, he couldn't crack 70.
An odd connection is that Declan Shalvey drew many comics for Marvel, including Return of Wolverine.
Blue is our brand. All over Europe, it's what our buyers pay top dollar for.
I don't know. To my eye, kind of blue. Todd, you're the chef. What do you
Shit, it's
think?
kind of blue.
Yeah,
It's a little bit
Hell, we'll
blue.
put food coloring in it. Make it any damn shade you want.
Yeah,
True.
farm-raised salmon.
Declan did the same thing.
You dye your meth with food coloring to make it look like mine.
And so did real-life dealers after the success of Breaking Bad.
Go, Miss Quail.
Lydia.
I
Did
thought
they
she was
actually?
going to say that's Miss Rodart Quail.
Really sorry about the color. We just got a few degrees too hot in the mixing kettle.
You think a crackhead gives a fuck
Yeah,
about
sure.
what
Every
shade
time
of
we're in
color
this
the
angle,
fucking
Lydia's
meth
purse is
is
upright,
at the
but
end
in
of the
reverse
day?
shots, it's on its side.
No.
About buyers, I could ask my uncle to smooth things over with them.
I'll pass.
Could you imagine? There's the first glimpse of their underground chamber. This one shot was filmed later, and that's director Michelle MacLaren's lips. In the other shots, they're Lydia's. Michelle has directed 11 episodes of Breaking Bad, the most out of anyone.
You're gonna start firing
Slay.
as you're moving in.
Queen.
Oh, I am? Okay, better.
That song is She Blinded Me with Science, which is a great choice for Walt. Todd loves to customize his ringtones.
Hey, it's Walt. It's Walt.
This time, they shortened the replay of the phone
I want to
call.
customize my ringtones.
I'm okay.
Wait, I just realized nobody fucking calls me. Never mind.
Okay, you want me to set up a meeting?
Yes, just one target, not currently in jail. Jesse Pinkman.
Got it.
I love how he's not even
Got him.
phased.
Yeah, he's
Putting
not even
his
phased.
lips
He's
on
like,
Lydia's
okay.
lips was his own idea, not in the script.
He actually fancies Lydia. I mean, gosh, you'd have to be really messed up to fancy Lydia.
Kid's got an idea.
That kid?
Oh, he is really fucked
Okay,
up.
Genius, what's the idea?
I know some evidence that greedy
The
asshole
background is
never
really
was
interesting because it's like
his money.
grid.
You know where he keeps his money?
I know someone who might.
How'd it go?
Trailed him to the doghouse, picked him up there.
Which is himself.
The answer's on the screen.
He's a nice.
Safe house.
Oh, Huel.
We got Van Oster, babysitting.
Best
him.
character in the show.
Decides that he wants to lawyer
Don't
him.
fuck with Huel. I swear to God. Leave that man alone.
Every time we see Jesse from behind, he's wearing a hoodie, and every time we see him from the front, he's not.
What the hell, man?
That was
Oh
not
yeah, I
acting.
forgot he
Aaron
like
has a
dropped
gag
that
reflex
meat on the
triggered by
like the
brains and
fucking
kept doing
brain
that throughout
on the
shoot.
ground.
Although they are real monkey brains, the blood was fake.
You're up.
I don't want to disappoint people anymore, so I'll point out that Hank only knocked 4 times.
Hey there.
As Gomi mentioned earlier, this is Agent Van Oster. He's the guy that was spying on Mike when he left that note for them.
You
know.
That's the first time we heard his last name.
You're not under arrest.
Domino?
Why am I here?
That's kind of a slight name.
Walt said that he was going to, quote,
The original
"take care
show,
of Jesse
girl.
Pinkman," unquote,
and that you were next on the hit list.
Listen to that noise. Is that Hank's code or did he let one rip?
You were next on the hit list.
Bullshit.
Definitely shit his pants.
We're about to hear his first name for the first time, but we know his last name is Kubi. But for some reason, both Gomi and Huel say
Patrick Kubi.
Kubi.
But the last time, I guess Huel is saying Kubi.
Boston PD
Kubi.
ran him out of Beantown a few years back.
There's the explanation for his accent. This is the location manager's house, although with his belongings removed.
Whatever you do, I would not call Goodman.
What are you talking about?
And as soon as you call him, Walt's going to find out where you're hiding out. It's just a matter of time before you end up like this.
Oh, man, I swear to God, I didn't know he was gonna kill him, man. I didn't know he was gonna kill him.
Tell us everything you know about life so we can get him before he gets you.
Why would he want to kill me?
Yeah.
I ain't do nothing to him.
I ain't do nothing to
You know
him.
where his money is.
I don't know where
He's
his
so
money
funny.
is.
That ain't what we heard.
I
Well,
want
you
a
ain't listening to people
fucking.
in the know. Me and QB rented a van.
I
for
want
the
a
building.
Huel
That's why we
fucking
talking
show.
7 barrels worth.
Where did you rent the van?
Larry.
Larry at
He deserves
Rent-A-Car
his
is an
own
X-Files
show,
reference.
dude. He
It's
should have
been
got
used
his
in
own
many
fuck
other shows,
Saul.
too.
He had us
He
wash
should have
the
got his
building
own
before
show.
QB took it back.
Wash a rental, what?
Just wondering who washes a rental car.
It was filthy. He grabbed a shovel out the back. That's all I know.
You're free to go, but if I were you, I wouldn't take one step out that door. I took the liberty of removing the battery so Walt can't track you by GPS.
How long you gonna be?
You safe.
I love how at the very end of this scene, Huel looks over to the camera right before the cut.
We made a joke when
It
I was
was not
watching his
nighttime
shows,
when they
like,
shot
is
this.
Huel
It
still
was
in
during
the
golden
room
hour, and they
waiting
made it look like
to
night
be
in
released?
post-production.
Like, did they just never let him out?
No, he's not a rat.
You sure about that?
No contest, just join.
Jesse is
You're witnessing me edit photos while watching Breaking Bad, like hidden detail
Too many savages.
YouTube videos.
We don't want your money. We want you to cook for us. Just a couple times I tutored my nephew here, that's all.
absolutely not.
You want us to do this job? That's the price.
One cook after the job is done.
Do him tonight.
What's up?
Just tell me where he is.
I don't know where he is.
How you feel
I know
about
how to
that?
Flush him out.
Okay,
That's what you're
now we're
witnessing
back
right
on
now.
track with the 5 knots.
Hi, Andrea. I was hoping that I could.
Creepy as wall, dude.
How you doing, Brock?
Do you think Brock knows? They purposely kept.
Oh
it
yeah,
ambiguous.
he knows.
Fruit Loops. Good stuff.
He knows.
I don't want to alarm you, but I've been trying to reach him for days.
I don't know why there's a
The
ballerina
highlight
and a
on her
dog Andrea's
nose is
fridge, but maybe they're
crazy.
from friends or extended family.
I haven't used highlight in a minute. What if I
The
did a
reason
whole
the curtains
face
are down is
highlight?
because it's nighttime and that's
I just walked
artificial
around
light
like that.
outside. Brock has grown so much since we first saw him that they only show him sitting and used a shorter than normal chair.
He's pretty upset with me, and I'm hoping that's the
They're
reason.
trying to make him look like a baby.
Maybe I'll have better luck.
That would be such a help.
Your friend Walter just dropped by. He's here at
She
the house
named
with
her
me,
son
but
after a
I really need to hear from
fucking
you.
Pokemon trainer. Isn't that crazy?
See, Brock.
Saucy ass music.
We on?
Remember, fast and painless, and take him away from here. I don't want the mother or the boy to know.
Jesse! Hey, it's Andrea. Your friend Walter just dropped by. He's here at the house with me and
Ooh,
Bob.
you didn't think Hank was gonna pick up the phone.
Noise was left intact.
Call me back as soon as you get this message, okay? I
Bitch.
really need to hear from you.
Hank.
It's important.
Hank.
Nice try, asshole.
Nice try, asshole.
And Hank doesn't tell him about the call.
Had to go at the rental
He
place.
didn't tell him
Have
about the
GPS.
call.
No GPS.
Game over.
Why would he? There's no point.
No kidding. You said it yourself. There's no GPS on the van.
Yeah, Walt doesn't know that. Here's your change.
This is Merritt Glover, who was another stand-in for Anna for 2
I need to
years.
blow my nose. Hold on one second.
Happy one day.
You too.
Why do I gotta say that?
Because it reinforces our brand.
Mom, it's Saturday.
This is too much of a nitpick to count as a detail, but the consensus is that today is March 19th, 2010, which is a Friday.
Who do I give this to? Hey, how you doing?
Do you know what Saul just did?
Who pays for a car wash with a 50?
This guy!
You're on our billboard. You're the lawyer guy.
Better call Saul.
What happened to your face?
Occupational hazard.
Okay, so thank you, and please give that to your car
You're
wash
the
with
TV guy. Better call Saul.
If you do, call me.
Have an A1 day. Mom, you
He's so cute. Walt Jr. so cute, so adorable.
So what about Jesse?
He hasn't shown up yet. You wearing
It's
a
like,
bullet
wow,
back?
you're
They added
the
extra padding
TV
because
guy.
the wheelbase wasn't very noticeable, but they only did this for the exterior shot. He was thinner inside the car wash. There's the billboard Junior was talking about.
Oh,
and they
hell
really did
yeah.
put that billboard up. It's not a visual effect.
Any news?
Not
They
yet, but
they
soon.
actually put that billboard up?
He's right. The news came really soon.
Oh my god.
Jesse.
Got my photo, bitch? That barrel looked familiar, because I just found 6 more.
How much money we talking?
7 barrels worth.
That big bastard who works for good men gave up what he knew, which led me to your rental van.
NDWI is New Mexico's campaign against drunk driving and not a hidden message about Walt.
Okay.
I don't know what you plan
Sure.
on doing here, but I'll give you a hint, Walt.
I
This
was
is
always
all about
convinced that
me.
Jesse called him Walt as a sign he was reading from a script, but Vince described it simply as an act of rebellion, just like the one other time he said it.
You need me more than I need you, Walt.
There's arguably also
Ooh,
this
called him by
time.
first name. That's crazy.
The subtitles say Walt, but to me it sounds like well.
I'm burning 10 grand a minute till you get here.
All the car interior shots were done with a green screen. On this street, they controlled all the cars, but on the highway, they had to drive the speed limit among real drivers, then sped up the footage to make it look like Walt was speeding. The only problem was that the cars and trucks around him were really speeding and passing him. In this shot, they digitally erased a car right next
He
to
wasn't
him.
going
They
fast
also
enough,
sped up the background
apparently.
footage in the green screen shots because look how fast they're walking.
Don't you touch my money.
There goes 10 G's. Nice orange flame.
No.
I love this. I love this moment. This moment was so satisfying to watch.
But he's fine, just as I planned it. I needed you on my side to kill Gus. I ran over those gangbangers. I killed Emilio and Crazy 8Y. I did all of those things to try to save your life as much as mine. Only you're too
Clocked him.
stupid to know it.
And you're too stupid to know you just confessed on a recorded call.
Exactly. Oh, it was so good. This is such a good moment. I just love seeing him fucking panic like this.
Where are you?
I thought he was gonna have a fucking heart
Interesting-looking
attack.
lighting equipment reflected in Walt's glasses.
Too late.
Bitch.
This is the same spot Jesse said this famous line.
Got some big cow house way out that way, like 2 miles, but I don't see nobody.
Cow house?
Yeah, where they live. The cows.
The cows have their own house.
Yeah. It's me. I've got Jesse inside, and he's coming for me right now.
Where are you?
Tohashali, Indian reservation west of town. Get a pen.
Walt's lucky he put the ticket in his wallet. I thought he might have gotten 2, but Sayaka noticed it's no longer on the fridge in the next episode. Walt must have grabbed it when they went to the hotel, which makes sense because if Jesse had burned the house down, there goes the record of the money. About that fake lottery ticket where they added a 6th row. Here you can see that they accidentally printed B twice. In Buried, they digitally changed the second
What about the
B to a
C?
C.
36, 52. Those are coordinates. If you want me around to cook for you, you get here right now. You got it.
So fucked.
Stay in the car. Walter, you still there? Walter, you got
This whole thing is so
Last episode,
fucked.
Walt was wrong about Jesse not being a rabid dog, and this episode, he's wrong about him not being a rat.
What do you see?
Walt never imagined Jesse would work with the DEA.
That's what I
Then
thought.
again,
He
that's
never
what Walt
imagined that
threatened
they
to
would
do to start
work
this
together.
whole thing.
You want to cook crystal meth?
Either that, or I turn you in.
Forget it. It's off. Don't come.
What do you mean, don't come?
Do not come.
Considering they want him to cook for them, I doubt that will dissuade them.
Yeah. You fucked up.
It's over.
You can see it on his face that he's out of ideas. This is a repeat of the very first shot from the pilot. Did you see that glitch at the end of the shot? For some reason, many shots in this part of the episode have just their first or
Glitches.
last frame zoomed in or out, causing a jarring effect when cutting from one shot to the next. I've got to believe this is a mistake.
Got him.
Oh, this is such a fucked up episode, dude.
Hands up! Walk towards me slowly. Stop. Turn around.
Oh, I hate that they have the mic on the forehead.
Walk backwards.
Oh, I just noticed that. Ew. It looks so weird.
Knees.
Jesse's so happy.
Slap the handcuffs on him, that kind of shit.
He got his wish. Life goal fulfilled.
Yep, life goal fulfilled. He did it.
Photo, huh? Took it in the backyard by the barbecue grill where we used to cook out with the family.
I remember this place. The very first place we cooked, like, ever.
It really is the same spot in real life, too. Part of the reason for the low camera angles is that they were fighting the sun and hiding sky and shadow inconsistencies over the 4 days they shot this scene.
Hey, Gomez, should we flip a coin for the honors?
No way, man. It's all yours.
Walter White, you have the right to remain silent.
Yay, show's over.
Classic
Roll
episode.
credits.
Next week. Oh wait, there's more.
You understand these rights?
Roll credits, right? Roll credits.
You might think he's talking to Hank, so the camera shows us he's talking to Jesse.
Yeah,
They
he's
did
talking to
other
Jesse.
takes where he said rat instead. He really
Oh,
did
that
spit on
spit.
it. There's no visual effect there. although they put
Ooh, he
something
did a
to match
spray
the
spit
so that's a
too.
little more pleasant.
Bring it to the truck, will you? Bring it up,
Jesse pops up from the ground pretty quickly.
We'll take him down for booking. I'll take the kid with me, but they'll probably kill each other on the way.
Congratulations, buddy.
I'll make a phone call.
If only Hank made this call while driving, this could have
Stretch
turned out
before
much
sleeping?
differently.
Hank, why is there what looks like
Why are you
bones in our garbage can?
sleeping?
Hey, baby. I got him. Dead to rights.
You got Walt.
I got him handcuffed as we speak.
You finna sleep?
That's
Hank's
the
about
Popeye
to-
Doyle wave
about to
Hank
die.
foreshadowed in season 4. It's a reference to the French Connection.
You did it. Thank God.
It's gonna be a little rough the next couple weeks, but they'll get better. Baby, okay?
Oh God.
Much better now.
It may be a while before I get home.
Oof.
That's when I knew Hank was dead. Shit was going too fucking good for Hank, and I was like, yeah, he dead. There's no way he's not dead. That shit always happens, bro. Get in the car, bro. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. You're cooked.
Police, drop your weapons! Dad, don't do it!
That makes 8 dramatic character zooms in this episode.
Drop your weapons! Jack! Jack! It's off! Forget it!
He said, forget it, bro. Nope. I don't know what I like better.
Poor Todd's marksmanship here gets a lot of criticism.
The way he's shooting is actually hilarious.
To
Fucking
be
Todd.
continued. The conclusion to this scene was originally planned to end this episode, but they felt like they needed to give it more space. Wise choice.
You guys all let loose, okay?
For budget and schedule reasons. The final version of the script was basically, at the moment, boom, 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 the firing starts, cut to black. Having said that, Michelle McLaren could not quite contain herself, and she wound up getting quite an amazing shootout.
The gunfight created a wound. The holder part of my watch band broke.
What?
It broke. So I'm a casualty as well.
Totally fucking missed us, bitch. It was surprisingly fucking intense. The ground is like, boom, boom, what the fuck, man? Are they really shooting at us?
You don't even have to act when you start hearing that stuff, man. You just duck.
And now for more film artifacts I missed in previous videos.
No, that's okay. You don't have to. No.
How about it, Hank? Should I let you go?
Where is Hank?
We're a family!
Each week we break
he
down
in the
another
ground.
Breaking Bad episode in order. And now for the episode many of you have been waiting for over a year. With a perfect IMDb rating and often considered the finest episode of television ever created. It's
Really?
Season 5, Episode 14.
Wow.
Ozymandias. But nothing's perfect, and this episode is no exception. We'll
True.
talk about the mistakes, behind-the-scenes details, things you won't be able
Nothing's
to unsee,
perfect.
trivia, and nitpicks. I've got 75
The
details you
nitpicks.
might not know.
He knows.
We'll have to wait to see how last episode's shootout ends because we're in a flashback. We're back to the pilot for their first cook, and the change in tone is palpable, almost like we're watching a sitcom.
What's next? Wait. We don't got like 8 more anal things we gotta do first?
Walt looks pretty convincing, but Jesse's aging is undeniable, and his scorpion
Yeah.
tattoo seems to have crawled up his hand a bit. If you're wondering why Walt's shirt doesn't match the iconic pilot scenes, it's because that was the second cook. It does match the first cook, although maybe it has faded a bit, but you're not fooling me with those newly Invisaligned chompers. Even though they have an RV set, they filmed all these interior shots in the real RV while parked in Tahajali, and it is the same one used earlier. The one they destroyed was a non-running shell they bought specifically for that
Okay,
episode. Vince originally wanted a more unique-looking RV and fell in love with one from the 50s, but they went with the 86 Bounder because it was easy to find duplicates. Now you might be asking, if they used the original RV, where are the bullet
I
holes?
need an
Do you
RV,
see that
dude.
little bump? They covered the lower half of the door with a new panel both inside and out. It actually looks better
Should I
than in
keep
the
this
pilot.
stupid dome thing on her head, or should I try to delete it?
Duh. Like I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I suck at this though.
Like you're an idiot.
Dick.
The point of this scene is that we see Walt's first lie and that he has to practice it first.
Stick up his butt? It's a kind of bug up his butt.
The amazing clouds were all real except for this shot. They digitally added those. This is also the only shot where the sun is shining on this side of the RV, causing shadows to be cast on it. During the phone call, the sun and clouds reveal that this was filmed over a much longer period of time.
Hello?
Hi, honey, it's me.
Compared to season 1, Skylar's hair is too short. Also, the fireplace art that has been missing
I
for
don't
all
like
of
it. It's
season
ugly.
5B is missing here, but it was there in the pilot.
Keep the fucking forehead dongle.
Bogdan, he's got a bug up his butt.
He got a bug up his butt.
And bring a pizza.
Bogdan.
They're having a 2-for-1 at Venetia's. At this point, I could eat a whole one by myself.
Remember, back then she's
A hungry pregnant woman.
What's that sound?
I just sold your favorite piece. The hideous.
That's kind of
clown
fucked
clown.
up.
Although we don't see
Why
the
would you do
crying
that?
clown in the pilot, this is a callback to Skylar selling figurines.
Yes! 56.
I got $9 more than I paid for it.
50 or 60
Hell yeah, queen.
Except for the Charlie
Reseller
Rose segment
queen.
in the next episode, this was the last thing they filmed for all of Breaking Bad, 2 months after they filmed the rest of this episode. That's because they needed Brian and Aaron to shave their facial hair. Brian's wearing a wig though, because that wasn't enough time to grow back his hair. Anna's part was filmed with the rest of the shoot, actually right after the dramatic fight scene in their house. Jesse playing with a stick is a callback to Shotgun. It's probably the only comic relief in this episode. There's not even a Saul appearance. Originally, some of Aaron's moves were too cool looking, so they asked him to dumb it down.
Hey, what do you think about Holly for the baby's name? Do you like it?
What about Methany?
It's nice.
Just feels right, you know?
This is arguably an
Methany?
unfortunate mistake because they didn't know the gender until the next day.
Girl. You sure?
You could say they were
Okay.
talking about choosing Holly if the baby were a girl, or that
Yeah.
they viewed it as an option for a boy, but I'm not
Yeah,
getting
what's
that
wrong with
sense.
Holly with for a boy? There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, me too.
I believe they shoehorned the Holly reference in to provide some symmetry as the episode beginning and end reference her.
Love you.
The fading out
Methany is her
pretty
real
haunting
name.
and adds to
Okay.
the sense of impending doom.
I don't care what you people say.
Is this 5 seconds of gunfire the entire shootout when not in slow-mo? What do you think? Right after the opening theme, this
Maybe.
first shot almost exactly matches the previous shot shown in the teaser, and Jack's crew fades in the same way previous characters faded out. The amount of blood on Hank's hand keeps decreasing with each shot, but some of that could be expected. There's the first gut punch, R.I.P.
No,
Gomez. Although everyone kind
Gomi.
of glosses over it, at least Dean showed he cared in this footage.
What? Steven's on the ground?
Steven's on the ground.
Oh.
They just went,
They added a fly
oh.
noise here. Must every dead body instantly attract flies?
Yeah, the flies are hungry.
Hey, Uncle Jack, I don't see Jesse Pinkman. He was right here before.
Pretty good eyes on Pinkman?
Jack, these guys are DEA.
The last time we saw Walt, his glasses flew off, but they're back despite him being handcuffed behind his back. I guess I was onto something with my earlier flying glasses bit. I'm a little surprised he waited that long to pop up.
Don't kill him.
Back it up.
Don't
Come
kill
on.
him. Hell, not. He's DEA.
He's family.
Say again?
He's my brother-in-law.
Didn't cross your mind to maybe tell us you had a DEA agent for a brother-in-law?
I told you not to come.
Seems to me we did you a solid.
You weren't supposed to be here.
I don't know about an accent, but this line does sound weird.
You weren't supposed to be here.
Did they mix it in after the fact?
Yeah.
That's done quite a bit in outdoor scenes.
How's about you tell me what was going down out here?
There are some weird artifacts from trying to remove Gomi's breathing.
It doesn't concern you.
We just wasted his partner here and he's wearing a bullet. So yeah, I'd say it does concern me.
This is between him and me.
No cavalry coming?
You bet your ass the cavalry's coming.
No. Jack, no. God. Hank, you can walk out of here alive if you just promise us that you'll let this go.
Sorry, man. Just no scenario where this guy lives.
No. I have money. It's
true.
$80 million.
So that's what
You
got
should have
this
never
party
said that.
started, huh? But this money
You should have
was
never
on
said
someone that's
that.
Good in prison.
You can have any future that you want.
That spit is so distracting. Good thing
Ew,
it's not
yeah.
in later
Ugh.
shots.
And all you've got to do is let him go.
That's a hell of an offer. What do you think, Fed?
It's Hank. His name is Hank.
How about it, Hank? Should I let you go?
My name is Asac Schrader. You can go fuck yourself.
Hank, you gotta tell him now that we can work this out. Please.
You want me to beg? You're
the smartest guy I ever met.
That echoes one of his first lines in the series.
You got a brain the size of Wisconsin.
And now it's one of his last.
You're too stupid to see.
Check out the episode time when he says this.
Man.
It was mine 10 minutes ago.
There's also an
Man.
interesting connection between Hank's line and Ozymandias from Watchmen.
I triggered it 35 minutes ago.
On the DVD extras,
Hank.
it's so weird to hear him deliver this iconic line differently.
You're the smartest man I ever met. And you can't see? He made up his mind 10 minutes ago. Do what you're gonna do.
Aww.
His death is once again the same shot that ended the teaser. And now, for one final performance, I present to you Hank Capella.
How do we say goodbye?
Stop. What is this?
To what we had. The good times that made us laugh outweigh the bad. I thought we'd get to see forever, but forever's gone away.
Oh.
It's so hard to say goodbye to Hank today.
What the fuck is this? Rip.
They got footage of Hank where you could see the bullet hole in his head just in case, but they had no intention of using it. Although it sure doesn't look like Jack was aiming for his head. This
Nah,
wasn't the
does
reason,
it?
but killing Hank now freed up Dean Norris to star in Under the Dome and reunite with Kara.
Under the dome.
Although Dean did originally ask to be killed in season 5A, since splitting the season prevented him from landing a role in a sitcom.
You're going on to CBS where millions and millions more people will see through your inadequacy.
They shot this at 48 frames per
Interesting.
second, so they
Never
could
heard of
slow it
that
down,
show.
and the cameraman had to do the motion without being able to see the result because the sun was flaring out the viewfinder image. To make the ground crack like this, they had a plate under the sand with wooden pieces that blasted apart with a pneumatic mechanism. It's kind of unrealistic, but not the most unrealistic thing in Breaking Bad. Walt falling in stages purposely mirrors the fallen statue of Ramses II, which inspired the Ozymandias poem that this episode's named after. It's about a fallen empire and the ego of its former king who wants to be remembered, a clear parallel to Walt. Director Rian Johnson had the idea for Brian to read the poem for an AMC promo, which ended up being used for the season 5B premiere.
My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings.
Oh, interesting.
Mighty and despair. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away.
The Remember My Name tagline was also based on this poem.
Oh.
This here? Pretty specific directions. That fancy phone of yours, where does it say this is exactly?
You thought I wouldn't see you hiding in front of the shattered glass?
Look at this, they even brought a shovel.
Bro, you should have never
is
told
quite
him about the
unrealistic.
fucking money,
The
bro.
coordinates are only accurate to the nearest second of latitude and longitude. At this latitude, I believe it points to at least a 324 square meter area, although the math is tricky. Also, in real life, these coordinates point to the Breaking Bad studios, but that's an intentional Easter egg done to prevent treasure hunters from trespassing on this private land.
Good. I'm glad they did that.
Fooled by
Because
that
some
wing bill on
dumbass
the
would probably
front.
wouldn't went
There's
out there.
promotion picture use only throughout this, even on that 10.
What are you waiting for? Yeah, boss.
Now they got the money and Hank's dead.
Todd just convinced his uncle to do this.
Pull a barrel out the truck, load it in the Chrysler.
That's like 10 or 11 million right there.
You gonna make me say it again? Jesus, what's with all the greed here? It's unattractive.
Yeah, what the hell? Relax.
I'm leaving you a barrel.
My boy, one barrel. Come on
Walt's
now.
face is dirty and his pants are dirty, but that's a pretty magical jacket to be able to stay so clean.
My nephew here, he respects you. He would never forgive me if things went another way. No hard feelings. We square? Hey, man, I gotta know we're square. We're gonna have to go that other way.
Is Jack missing his thumbnail? Walt's
Oh.
making a deal with the devil.
Pinkman.
This is equivalent to Jesse calling him Walt last episode. He's only called him just Pinkman to his face once.
This is very shoddy work, Pinkman.
although he said it 6 other times.
Pinkman? Forget about Pinkman. Pinkman says.
Pink.
Says. If Pinkman is gone, stay away from Pinkman.
Thanks to Sayaka Mizono for digging these up.
Pinkman.
There's the 9th and final time.
You still owe me.
If you can find him, we'll kill him.
Found him.
That pit didn't seem to be there last episode.
The fact that he was, I didn't even know he was hiding under there. I thought he like got away.
When too much work bogs you down, Asana helps you handle it.
Oh.
AI makes it easy to hand off routine tasks.
Get that shit out of my face.
That's how work gets handled. Visit us at asana.com.
Good to go?
Hey, Uncle Jack, he was out here with those feds. Shouldn't we maybe find out what he told them first? I mean, I could do it. And then, you know, we'd take care of the job after that.
Do you think Todd already had the idea to make Jesse cook and just didn't want to say it in front of Walt?
Work for you?
Jesse Plemons
Maybe.
thinks so.
He's like, I don't want to do this anymore. Let Jesse do it.
Realizes that there's no way that Walt is going to help him get the purity up. So I think it really is the next best thing.
True.
They had to move
Jesse's the
everyone to a
next
different
best thing to get it
location
more
for this part
pure.
because they lost the light in the original spot.
I watched Jane die.
Is that a sincere confession?
I was there. And I watched her die.
Nope.
I could have saved her, but I didn't.
Anyone still on Team Walt after he twisted the knife? He did this because
No,
in his mind, Jesse
who's
was
on
the
Team
reason Hank
Walt?
was killed. It was
If
always
you're
the
on
plan
Team
for Jesse
Walt,
to
you're a
find out
fucking
about Jane
psychopath.
somehow, and Vince originally
Immediately,
wanted Mike to
like,
somehow
what?
figure it out
Doesn't
based
make
on him noticing that
people
Jesse's
are on his
apartment had
what?
been broken into in his
He's
very
the villain
first
of the
scene.
story.
The
What do you
other writers
mean?
talked him out of that. This was one of the rare times it wasn't windy here, so they used a wind machine to
I mean,
blow the sand
they're
around.
all
As I was
fucking
pondering whether
villains,
the NZ
but
was
Walt
an
is,
Easter egg,
like,
I stumbled across the fact that
the
this license
king.
plate is the same as Combo's. Back to this shot for a
Oh,
fourth
the
time,
fucking
and along with his
evilness.
car reflecting the sun, Walt's left standing in the same spot where the RV was parked. Boy, did Jesse's plan backfire. I guess Gomi was right.
Kid's got an idea.
That kid? Timmy Dipshit there? Okay, genius, what's the idea?
It's ironic that Hank was willing to sacrifice Jesse in his plan, but Jesse's plan ended
True.
up killing Hank. We're
True.
18 and a half minutes into the episode at the start of what's called Act 2, and we're just now getting the on-screen credits. There are lots of rules about the credits, including the need to be in Act 1, but the show felt it would be too distracting to flash them over all the drama.
True.
As Vince puts it,
I think it's the greatest act of TV ever.
fortunately, they got approval from the Directors Guild of America to break the rule. It probably helped that director Rian Johnson had just won a DGA award for the 51 episode. The first 3 names appear normally, but when it's time for Dean's name, there's a pause. Walt looks at the burial spot, and after a moment for reflection, there's his name. That's a good tribute
Damn.
without being too on the nose. Jack's crew did a great job cleaning up the crime scene, which I think
Yeah, it looks
explains why the
clean.
DEA couldn't find the bodies. For the
does
second
look
time,
clean.
Walt has a mark of Cain, which fits due to his role in Hank's death. In the close-up, the contents of the mirror were digitally added. You can see a few signs of this, such as the missing sensor that caused that mark of Cain. They were going to have the money dumped into the car because they assumed the barrel wouldn't fit in the Chrysler, but it did. Not in the trunk, but in the back seat.
Oh, threw me back there. All right, time to go back.
Those are some freaky reflections. Good job actually rolling the barrel.
It's a barrel. It rolls. Jesus.
He also figured that out in Buried. They made sure to make those barrels heavy in that episode, but this one looks pretty light. Considering how heavy
$500,000 in cash.
was, this is 22 times that.
Meh, I don't
There are
like
the
that.
pants that flew away in the pilot. Walt is meant to be
What?
like a dung beetle rolling his possessions.
That's his pants?
That kind of looks like a
From
film
the original?
artifact, but it's an intentionally added
Oh
flash
my
because it was too
God.
difficult to see where Walt was without it. That's
That's
Saginaw
crazy.
Grant, actor, musician, speaker, dancer, Marine, and hereditary chief of the Sac and Fox Nation. He
Damn,
passed away
okay.
in 2021. There was a stray dog
No.
that kept getting in shots, and Moira, the writer of this episode, kept him and named him Tiger.
Truck
Oh,
belong to you?
doggy.
I'd like to buy it.
It's not for sale.
Name one thing in this world that is not negotiable.
That bill on top looks real to me. The car wash letters and front structure have gone from blue to green, and that's the first time we've seen this sign. I can't tell if the A1A was done digitally.
Hey, Walt, it's me.
Here's another credits Easter egg. That's Moira right there. And as a joke, she had a gun, meth, cash, and pills in her purse. She has some funny outtakes that I'll show at the end. This
What
was
the
the
hell?
third and final episode directed by Rian Johnson of Star
Ah,
Wars,
fuck.
Looper, and Knives Out fame. The only reason this happened was they ran out of time for Vince to direct the last 2 episodes, so it opened up the opportunity and Moira wanted him. Guillermo del Toro wanted to direct this episode, but Ryan was not about to give it up.
Hey, Marie, I haven't seen you for a while. What have you been up to?
Practicing her Minnesota accent.
Oh, you know, this and that. Your mom and I need to talk.
I got a call from Hank. He arrested Walt 3 hours ago. It's over. Dead to rights, I believe is the expression. Hank is booking Walt as we speak.
No, he's not.
Sorry,
You
that
sure
was
about that?
inappropriate.
There has got to be hope for you. That whatever he did to you can be undone. You are my sister. I will support you through this. But I have conditions. I want you to give me every single copy of that obscenity that the two of you made to discredit Hank.
Sorry, Marie, but the DVD is already out on YouTube, so
Yep.
there's no unringing that bell.
Dry your eyes and get Flynn in here. No, he cannot. No. You tell him, or I will.
Jesus Christ, Marie.
Please, I told you where to find the tape. No one else knows about it. Just me and his partner.
Marie knows, so kudos to Jessie for saving her life. The mobile lab equipment Jessie helped design is there. That's a very Gus-like shot of Jessie's face.
Let's cook.
Why would you go along?
I'll be asking myself that for the rest of my life.
This is bullshit.
Baby.
I want to talk to Dad.
Your dad's in custody. You won't be able to talk to him for a while.
I'm calling Uncle Hank.
I've tried. He's not answering. Try to.
Yeah, he's not answering for a reason.
Take the kids home. Okay, go home.
Who's going to run the car wash? Is Mariano around? This shot is a callback to season 3. Both times, Skylar's on her way home and surprised to see Walt in the house.
If all this is true and you knew about it, then you're as bad as him.
Whose truck is this?
Here you can see a tarp that hides the crew and equipment. You can see the camera there.
Dad, I need you to come inside and pack right now.
Oh God, here we go.
No, just come inside.
They normally hide it better, but you can see where the first digit of the 4-digit real-life house number hangs. This is a doll in this shot and even this shot, which explains the awkward head movement.
Why are you here?
Will you just go get your things?
Hank had you in custody. Where's Hank?
I negotiated.
Negotiated?
Yes.
I
Everything is gonna be
negotiated.
fine, but we need to leave right now. All right? Can we do that?
Where is Hank?
Why do we need to leave?
I promise I will explain everything later.
Where is Hank?
Skylar,
He's 6 feet under.
$11 million in cash right outside. We can have a fresh start.
Gotta piss again.
We have to go right
But
now. That's all we have to do.
You
about to
killed.
stop.
You killed Hank.
This was pretty cool.
No, no, no! I tried to save him!
Originally, this line was going to be delivered like he's still trying to manipulate them, but Brian decided to try it this way, which was perfect. Vince said it's like his facade cracked, much like the ground cracked in the desert.
Uncle Hank is dead.
But Walt's the boy who cried wolf here. Why would she ever believe him, even if he is often a terrible liar?
Everything's gonna be okay. Well, we need to leave right now.
Dad, what?
Skylar has a choice to make. Will she finally report him to
Stab.
the police, or will she choose violence?
Stab.
She chose
Time to
violence.
stab.
This is an intentional callback to season 2, as Walt
Ugh.
grabbed the same knife when he was worried about Tuco coming to the house.
Skylar, put the knife down, please.
Get out of here. Now.
Skylar.
Get out!
They had a great take where the painting fell off the wall, but they couldn't use it because it didn't match the rest of the cut. The
Aw.
second plate is implied to have fallen based on the sound effect, but in the next shot it's still hanging.
Oh.
Most of this fight is Brian and Anna, but this shot is stunt people, as well as this shot where you get a glimpse of Walt from Wish.
What the hell is wrong with you? We're a family!
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing?
I need the police. My dad, he put a knife on my mom. He attacked her.
It was actually
I think
Skylar's the one who pulled the knife on him, but steal net. He just stole
No mother
methany.
should ever
Stole methany.
experience this, let alone twice. This is really subtle, but Anna's mouth doesn't match her words.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And here you can hear her screaming while her face isn't. And you can once again see this is not Bryan Cranston. It hailed during this part, so they had to wait for it to stop and melt before
Oh my
continuing.
God.
The street sign is showing the real street name of Piermont Drive rather than Negro Arroyo Lane. Sometimes they replace it, but I guess they felt it was too small here.
I just wanted to watch the last episode of this, and I'm probably gonna stop.
This shouldn't surprise you, but the mama was an ad-lib by the baby, and Brian just went with it because it fit perfectly. The baby, whose name is Moira like the episode's writer, was looking at her
Moira.
mom behind Brian.
Amber Alert. Holly White, female, 18 months.
Holly should have just had her
Bethany.
first birthday 2 weeks ago, knowing everything we know about the Breaking Bad timeline. The pilot was 18 months ago.
Oh, true.
Skylar, it's me. Pick up.
Started tracing on a landline.
Skylar.
505-177-8.
I know you're there.
The phone number they give is different from what we previously saw, but maybe they've changed their number.
Where's Holly?
What the hell is wrong with you? Why can't you do one thing, I say? This is what comes of your disrespect. I warned you for a solid
Disrespect.
You cross me, there will be consequences.
In case it wasn't obvious, Walt knows the police must be listening and
Yeah.
is performing for the sake of clearing Skylar's name. He also did this in his confession tape, even with a similar Walt is acting voice.
My wife had no idea of my criminal activities.
Maybe now you'll use your damn head.
They hung the string of lights along the road to make this shot more interesting.
You were never grateful for anything I did for this family. You're always whining and complaining about how I make
Okay, Walter.
Stop this.
Put your dick away, Walter. Come on now.
Me down while I do everything.
And I think this is the moment Skylar figured it out.
You stupid bitch.
Okay. Rude.
I'm sorry.
And now Walt knows that she knows. Brian's acting here makes this
Damn.
my favorite part of the episode.
I built this. Me alone. Nobody else.
If you didn't see his face and didn't know the backstory, you'd think he was being cold-blooded. Vince said that this scene and the laughing in the crawl space were the only two scenes where he worried if they could pull it off. But of course, Brian nailed both.
Brian.
Or you will wind up just like Hank.
Where is Hank? We need to know.
You're never gonna see Hank again. He crossed me. Family or no, you let that sink in.
Even though Walt's a
Holy
villain, it is
shit,
heartbreaking.
that's actually a
Confirming
cold
Hank's
line.
death gives Meeeee closure. He's probably taking the blame for it because if he implicates Jack, they'd go after his family.
I just want Holly back.
So it is a bit heroic, as everyone, including Junior, will be convinced he murdered Hank. Ironically, the one
God.
thing Walt didn't do is what finally destroys his relationship with his family. Many of the shots toward the end of this episode mirror shots from the flashback.
I've still got things left to do.
That's the final one in Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah.
Who did it best? At
Snap,
least
crackle,
Walt
pop.
also removes the battery. Right after he moves this king, it snaps back to the previous spot. More importantly, they purposely made the chessboard in a state where the white king cannot win, echoing once again the fallen king theme. That part is confirmed. People have drawn additional parallels with the other pieces and Jesse, Todd, and Jack, but that's a bit too deep for my brain. This fireman is Benny Rietveld,
for
the
your
bass
brain?
player for Santana and a fan of the
Okay.
show. And this one is Ryan's friend, Noah Segan. He starred in Looper and Brick and appeared in almost every one of his movies, even The Last Jedi.
What? You put your boy in every one of your
Somebody
movies?
give
That's
that
kind of
lady
sick,
an
though,
Emmy.
Loki.
Ah, we know what
Nothing.
Walt's up to thanks to the location. And if you look closely, you can see snow in just this one shot. The recurring disappearers storyline finally pays off. There's the camera reflected again.
Ugh. My fucking ovaries.
This is not really a stray dog. They
My
planned this
uterus.
and hired Banjo the Wonder Dog for this stunt. It completes the problem dog, rabid dog, stray dog triad. Congratulations.
Wait,
and
that
thanks
wasn't
to
a random
Xylery,
dog?
who
That
just
was
joined
actually
the
planned.
Dog triad and hired This is not really a stray dog. They planned this and hired Banjo the Wonder Dog for this stunt. It completes
Banjo the Wonder Dog. Oh my god, does my hair really look that bad? I need to shave my head. No, I need to wash my hair. Oh, it's so greasy. Ew! Was my head really looking like that the whole time and nobody told me? Y'all are a bunch of haters. I'm turning the stream off, I swear to God. I'm just kidding. Alright, slay. We slayed yet again. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna be back at 8 o'clock to, I don't know. Oh, maybe I'll play Halo tonight and then something else. I don't know. Yep. I'm gonna go piss. I'm gonna go take a fat piss.